So in the Zoom call, we're going to have the slides and stuff like that. So it'll be a little bit better for the viewers. There we go. We got 2 people. Awesome. This is what I was hoping for. Jay Money and Amy is in the house. So those of you joining in on social media, feel free. Hi, Sarah. Sarah, you should. Told you. We're doing our master class. So Sarah is our master's of social work, and I'm hoping to have her. Oh, it didn't go? There we go. So Sally, do you have access to allowing people in, or is there something I need to do?
I'm still setting up my laptop.
Okay. Because there is something I can make you a host, or I can go ahead and let people in. So, all right. What do I think? So I got to answer Joshua later. So let me make sure Amy is here, and then we can go ahead and get started. Let's get started with our master class.
Amy's here.
I would just want to hear her.
I'm here. Yes, I am.
Awesome. So Amy, if it's quiet at your house, you might want to just stay unmuted. That's up to you, but we can banter back and forth, and you can interject if you would like. And Jay Money, hello. So just so you guys know, you are welcome to interact with me. For social media, we have a masterclass link in my bio, and it is Ryder Jay Money. That's a gangster name. So if you guys want, you can feel free to leave your camera off or turn it on. Either way is fine. But yes, definitely send questions. And let me open up. How do you change the name? Let's see. I can rename you. I will rename you Jay Money. Is it King Rider? Is that what it is? There you go. I took care of it for you. All right. So you guys are on time. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And like I said, you are welcome. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. I'm trying to expand my screen, share mine. So this is the topic today. And I am really looking forward. Next week is the one I'm really looking forward to. We're talking about like sexual intimacy, how to rebuild relationships. But first we have to talk about rebuilding the trust before we even think about intimacy. So there we go. And since it's just a few of you, if you can interject with your voice if you would like, or you may continue to do the chat. So let me go ahead. I was going to record this just so you guys know. Let me stop my share. Sorry. And let me just record.
Recording in progress.
All right. So let's get started. Welcome to tonight's masterclass, Soul Survivors. So we're talking about betrayal. And a lot of times that can be really difficult to overcome. So I want you to know that you survived and you are able to grow from this and to be stronger. And I love some of the messages on social media. You'll hear me popping in. So tonight, just so you guys know, I will be focusing on the masterclass. You guys are here to listen in, but if you would like to interact with me, we got Ryder, Sally, Amy, others are joining, where you can actually text or do like a kind of like a Zoom call where we can see each other, talk to each other. So click the link to join next week's masterclass, and you also get some freebies. So we want a love that is more intentional and true and consistent and not betraying. So the wound was actually just the beginning of what we have gone through. And why is it not going? It's frozen. Now, when I teach online, I just leave it small. Oh my gosh, why is it not going? It's frozen. Sally, can you hear, or Amy, can you guys hear me? Did it freeze?
Yeah, you sound loud and clear.
Sally, are you the host?
No.
Okay. Let's just trying to think. I don't know why it wouldn't go. All right. Sorry, technical difficulties. It's going so slow. All right. Bear with me. So navigating a new relationship after betrayal. So we're going to have to like communicate differently. And it's important to name the triggers before they escalate. So I am doing good tonight, but the different ways that we can understand why are we reacting a certain way. And to understand our trigger sometimes is from previous wounds. We don't want to bring that forward into the new relationship. So definitely don't borrow trouble. Don't bring what your old partner did into your new relationship. So it's also good to keep in mind that you have to have separate lives. So keep your own life, your friends, your joy. A lot of us, if you've been in a narcissistic relationship, have been isolated or felt uncomfortable about maintaining friendships. So we're going to rebuild and hold on to those friendships. Also, when you communicate, make sure that you ask for reassurance without shame. It is okay to say, hey, I'm feeling a disconnect. And, you know, use it as evidence-based, not assuming things. So sometimes you might feel a disconnect and be clear about it. Say, hey, I'm feeling a little disconnected, instead of, basically because of your trauma where you're like, you're just going to leave me anyways, or you don't really care, without taking the evidence. We have to know, were they busy, and make a full package out of it. And also build in your safeguards, maintain the practices that healed you. So if reconnecting with your friends has helped, definitely reach out to some friends. If exercise or certain routines, keep that. Don't give that up for other people. A lot of us have either stopped going to the gym or different things that are like what keeps us whole. Also share your healing story when trust is earned. So this is a big one. Because a lot of times people will use it against you. They'll see that you've tolerated a bunch of stuff. We got Cam entering and Phil is here.
Meeting is being recorded.
So good to have you guys. Feel free to mute and unmute. And I'll be stopping here and there for questions. So since we have a lot of people, we'll stay muted and unmute when it's our turn. And Amy or Sally, if somebody has their hands raised, you can interject too, if I don't see that right away. But a lot of times, if we start sharing our traumas, they can be used against us. We want to make sure that the person truly has our best interest at heart, and distinguish intuition from fear. Sometimes we get this gut instinct, and I've given this example before where one of my exes did lie a lot. He lied a lot. And then he had told me that a friend of his, like himself, and I'm like, here we go again. I didn't say anything because I'm always like, you have to have proof before you really say something. So I was just kind of like, yeah, okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I wasn't as like compassionate or empathetic as I normally would be. It wasn't cold or cruel, but I was kind of just like, all right, I'll acknowledge it. I'm sorry that happened. But the back of my head is like, yeah, right. And I did some research and it was true. It did happen. So luckily I didn't go off on him like, here you go lying again, because he did lose a friend. And we have to understand sometimes our intuition is off. Mine's almost like 95% correct, but because of that one time, I always remember, be careful before you speak. And also, keep that outside support from your relationship. It's not a good idea to, trauma dump all your problems in the relationship. That should be handled on the relationship. But if you're feeling lonely or just need some support, it's okay to really reach out to your friends. Don't overwhelm them with, kind of your trauma. We happen to do that a lot if you've been in a narcissistic relationship, because we're just trying so hard. And I'll get to questions in 1 second. Also, discuss the pace of your intimacy. When we talk about, and this is why I want you guys to take the intimacy class. It's not like about sex. It's about building connections and bonding, because so many people basically jump into bed before the vasopressin kicks in or the bonding hormones. Men and women are different too on how we bond. Also, men tend to kind kind of take a little step back after intimacy, and sometimes that'll cause fear of abandonment in the female. So just realize that it is okay to discuss. It's better to wait. If you really want a relationship with this person, even though you're tempted, let them know, I want to build our relationship first. Have that trust. So it's not just a, chemistry type relationship. It's a true, intimate, connected relationship that you deserve. And those are the relationships that last and make you feel whole, not just put a Band-Aid on it. Also check in. Did you want to say something? So also one important thing is this them? Are they really causing a problem, or is it something in the back of my head that is bringing this forward? Am I projecting my past onto this new partner? And return to your values when you're confused. So if you don't know exactly, let's say with intimacy, what to do, you can realize, before I met this person, I knew I wanted to wait 3 months. I knew I wanted to wait till marriage. And you can stick to that. So I'm going to check on messages. I see you guys popping in. I love seeing the messages. So yes, what is your question, Phil? So good to have you. All right. Let me scroll through real quick. Where did it go? So it's Ryder is here, and definitely send in some questions. I would love to hear them. So not right now. Okay, not a problem. Do we have to unmute, or is this, you can unmute. Did you want to say something? What would you like to say? Phil, I would love to hear from you. So how it works though is when we have a lot of people in the Zoom call, it's better to there's a raise your hand button. Not everybody knows how to use that. And I don't know. Are you still here? Let me see. Are you still here? Phil, I'm going to ask you to unmute. It's up to you if you unmute, but I'd love to hear from you. And I will continue on. So I won't ban you guys. I'll try to work with you. I'm pretty easy. All right. So moving forward. Sorry for all those notifications. It's like everybody gets off work. Why does it freeze like this? I swear. It's freezing every time. So different. So, Amy, how do you feel about this as far as like the don't borrow trouble and all that kind of stuff? Have you seen people doing that in their relationships?
I think the thing that I see a lot of times is with people in relationships, they will get out of a relationship, but yet they get pulled back into that relationship when perhaps they had narcissistic tendencies, it was toxic, there's manipulation going on. They forget about setting boundaries. I know you talked about setting boundaries in one of your other master workshops, and they just forget about all of that. I know as women, they forget about that. They get wooed back in, and the pattern starts all over again. Yeah. So, I think they need to take your masterclass on intuition, right, and go with their gut versus their emotions.
Yeah, our gut does definitely tell us stuff. Like, why do we get the heebie-jeebies around certain people? Hi, Phil. Did you want to say something, Phil? But the intuition, also logic, is this, the person strung out on drugs? Is this logically, is that good? I mean, you might feel like the chemistry, but we also have to use wisdom and logic. And sometimes that's hard because sometimes that chemistry can take over. It can feel really good, exciting, invigorating. But yeah, a lot of us are like creatures of habit. And I was cleaning, and I just had, I was putting some tennis shoes back in my closet, and I remembered this commercial where it's like the mom and Amy, let me know if you've seen this, where they had like the dirty socks and the mom is like, you've gone nose blind. So the teenager is it's just reeking in the kid's room and he can't even tell. And it was like some fragrant thing, but the kid has adjusted to it and it's not pleasant. So sometimes we adjust to a bark for you. Sometimes we adjust to toxicity because we're used to it. And have you seen people too where they won't tolerate certain things, Amy, and then over time they start accepting?
So with that comes, I think people need to have clarity and remind themselves of what they're looking for in a relationship, what they want, versus accepting the smelly sock syndrome and dirty clothes on the floor. That's why clarity is so important, and to have the awareness and tuning in when I don't like this frequency, and being able to speak up and say that and know their boundaries and actually say it and own it.
And I love that you talk about the frequency. So Amy, you and I are going to create something on the frequencies and how that affects us, like in so many different ways. But our frequencies do tell us, like, this isn't where we should be. Amy, have you ever experienced it though, where either just being around someone, it just feels off?
I think that can be said of any type of relationship. When we think of relationships, we typically think of, perhaps a relationship of intimacy. But this is going down another road, but also relationships that we have at work with our friends, and really coming to terms with understanding your intuition and being in tune with your intuition. And why does this feel off? What is this telling me? And asking yourself, why is it I'm feeling this emotion right now? And what is this doing for me?
Yeah, sometimes too, the things that we're feeling might be our insecurities, things like that. So I love that you said that. Why are we feeling this? So for those of you just joining in, we have a masterclass going on right now where they're going to get the focus. They're in a Zoom call with me where they can chat, they can talk, I can see them if they would like. You can sign up for next week's masterclass by clicking the link in the bio. It'll say masterclass, sign up, you get some freebies. But what we're going to do is we're going to talk about your path forward. So one thing that I would like you to do for the next 7 days, I want you to write your healing story. Maybe, did you want to say something? So Phil, I see you muting and unmuting. Would you like to say something? And let me check the chats. You can ask your question, yes. No, we're in a loud crowd. Okay, so Phil, just go ahead and type it if it's too loud there. I'll be able to see it. So I appreciate your patience with this. Now I got the chat in the way. Why does it freeze? This is so different than teaching. When I teach online, I don't use the slide share. It's easier to see, but I lose all my controls. So I'll do it again. I don't like using the slide share, but okay. So it should just pass through. There we go. So write your healing story, just one page, or you can continue on. Journaling is extremely helpful. Hit that like button for me, guys. So just one page. What happened, what it cost you, and one thing you have already reclaimed. And, sometimes we lost some friends and we can reconnect with that, or we stopped doing certain hobbies, or maybe we went back to school, or we could decorate the way that we wanted to. I know for me, I don't like to eat garlic when I'm dating someone, so I got to eat my Doritos. That's just me, but just some little small thing that you have reclaimed. And if you guys could share in the chat, what is something that you reclaimed? And I know for me, I gained some independence back, and also the comfort of not worrying. The inconsistencies are what keep you in that trauma bond, but it's also what destroys you. So sometimes letting go is important, and I'll check chat in a second. And then over the next 30 days, we're going to do one trust building activity daily. Rebuild your support system, begin a somatic practice, even 5-minute counts. So I see Murphy, me, this guy, Black Dog, Ivan, Mallory, Bethany, Chris, a lot of people joining in, and Mac and Bill is here. Good to have everybody. So, there's a difference between like the victim mentality and also being a survivor. And I just want to check chat. Maybe what I can do, Amy, is my battery's going to die in a second. Maybe I can have you pull up. You'll be right back. Okay. So they're going to rejoin us. Here we go. Back at it. So how's it going, Phil? It seems like you want to say something. How can I help you? This is so weird why it keeps freezing. I don't know if I want to keep going back and forth. It looks so much better though. So we want to remember that, we have overcome a lot. And when we stay in our victim state, like I got screwed over or this or that we have to realize that we are survivors. We are able to overcome things. We are able to move forward, and to not let this become a part of our identity. So I'm going to open up some of the conversation, and I got a lot of people joining in. This is a good thing that you're talking about here right now. So thank you. And you're just going to sit in the background and listen. So I am checking messages now. So feel free to join in. I'm going to pin myself. And Amy, I'm going to bring you down. I don't know if you are comfortable being on camera tonight. I know sometimes you are. Sometimes you might have people in the background. But if you're able to turn on your camera, that would be amazing. We are now taking questions. But I'd like to ask you, Amy, what is the one thing that you would suggest as far as understanding the betrayal and how to rebuild feeling confident with people? There we go. There you go.
I'm sorry, was that for me, Cynthia?
Yeah. So in the betrayal process, what is the main thing that you think would be the most important as far as either rebuilding trust or protecting themselves?
I think my thing is, if there's been betrayal, there's a process that the person has to go through, and to allow themselves to go through that process, almost like a grieving process. Yeah. When someone you love betrays you, that's a loss. Yeah. And it's a huge loss. And perhaps the most immediate thing you want to do is to replace that and fill that hole, that void in your life. And you can try that, but it's not going to work. Right. And it's not the healthiest decision. I understand why people do that, but to understand it's a process to go through that's needed to go through, just like a grieving process to go through and to honor that loss. Yeah. And to own that loss and before moving on. Yeah.
And I think a lot of times too, we have to realize that sometimes with these betrayals, it's not, was my body not correct? Was I not pretty enough? Was I this or that? Or did I not make enough money? Because a lot of times things like that come from them, where they're not as committed as they should be. That's goes to their character. You stuck it out. You were, depending on who you are, but if you were, faithful and trying and compassionate and trying to understand. Hello, David. Got David in the house. But I am doing good. And, but the betrayal process does like hit your self-esteem sometimes too. and it does make you question your worth at times. And we have to understand to not put that as our worth, and to understand that, you know, there are lessons in all these relationships, and how we handle them can make a big difference. But like I said, so we got some people joining in. We're doing a masterclass right now, and my channel deals with mental health, mental illness. Nope, Phil, I heard the background. Go ahead, Phil. What would you like to say? It might be easier for you. It comes through really choppy. If you can just type it tonight. I know you're trying to talk. I don't know why it's so choppy. It's real choppy. I don't know if it's your connection or the background, but we are opening it up for, thank you for sharing that. And what am I doing? So the link in the bio for next week's masterclass, click on that. We're doing sexual intimacy, how to rebuild after trauma happens, you know, also how to know how to set boundaries. Some of us, you know, maybe there's been some essay in your background, or betrayal, how not, you know, to protect yourself from being cheated on, or even sexual dysfunction. Sometimes we get nervous or we have health issues. I also deal with functional medicine, which gets to the root causes of things, not just the symptoms. So we go deep in this. And just full transparency, we have a new app available so you can actually take healing to the next level. And I think I want to share that. Did I have that loaded up? So Amy, you've looked at the app. Can you give me some insight as I got to grab my charger real quick, but I'd like you to, as I grab my charger, kind of fill them in on, here we go. It's right here.
Yeah, me.
Hi, Phil. Good to have you here. And actually, is Cam still here? Maybe I'll ask Cam. Cam, are you there?
Yeah, I think Cam seems like he's still here.
Cam, I'm going to ask you to unmute if you are available. We're talking about the app. I'm just getting my charger.
Good, Cam. Hi.
All right. Hello. All right, let's see. Is Cam available?
So what do you want me to do, Cynthia?
So Cam, we're talking about the app.
Okay. All right, okay. Now, the app is actually a support system to your group sessions. So when you're holding your group sessions, then the app is got a continuous knowledge base of your background, of therapy, also
What happened?
all the resources that you use. So that would enhance the client's experience, because at any time that they need to communicate with you, they can be communicating with the app.
Correct.
And then at the same time, now behind that, it's another app, which is the accountability app, which keeps you accountable to whatever commitment you make to yourself. So yeah, it's a very nice app, and it keeps a good structure on the transformation for getting out of whatever they're going through and coming back into their real life, which, you know, as we always discuss, we don't know if you're alive tomorrow. So
Yeah.
we got to make the most of it. So
Thank
that's
you.
it. That's what the app does.
Yeah, and thank you for that, because a lot of us put off the healing. And
So what?
can I change the name again? Yes, I can, Jay Money. I got to find you again. So I have a comment. Let me find you. Where'd you go? A comment about going through this for 10 years. This is acting different. Participants, this way I can do it. All right, there we go. So writer, I'm going to rename them.
Good.
And just like you like I said, the nice thing about this is that you can interact with me on a more personal level if you sign up for the master class. So went through this 10 years ago and never got over it, honestly. Christopher, I feel your pain. There are
Who's
times.
J Money?
J Money is writer. J Money is writer. So going through it for 10 years, and I get it. It feels like we're never going to get through it. But there are ways to rewire your brain. So Phil, I'm going to ask you, there is a way for you to raise your hand. Or probably tonight it's better just in the chat. It's too choppy to hear you, if that's all right. So having...
Good.
Okay, so I'm going to have to tell you, Phil, I want to be polite. I want to keep you here. I am opening up the chat to you, but right now I cannot have you doing that. There is a way to raise your hand. I think on the, where'd they go? On the reaction on the bottom, you can click to raise your hand, and that way I know to call on you. So that's how we can kind of keep some order in this. But if you've been struggling with it for 10 years, I want you guys to know there is help available. Right now, the app is only $47 a month. Plus, I will give you a free one-on-one. And those usually cost anywhere from $150 to $500, and you get it free. $47 a month, you get access to the AI coach, you get group sessions, you get workbooks, you get journals, you get so many interactive things. Casey says, can I see the outside balcony? You want to see the outside balcony? Not right now. I'll do that during the day, though. So, Amy, I know that you've been using the app and working with it. Do you prefer like the AI coach for difficult times, or do you go more through the activities? What are the bonuses that you've been enjoying the most?
I like the AI app. One, because it's just like talking to you.
Yeah.
And two, it's 24/7 accessibility.
Yeah.
So if I have a question, I'm wondering about something, I can go right through the app. I like the accountability because it does just what it says. It holds me accountable.
Yeah.
And it takes me to the next time that I'm going to see you in a group and when we meet. So it's the best of all worlds. I get the AI app, 24/7 accountability, which I need because I do Slack, and access to you. So, and you know, I just, it's really, the value is all that it's bringing to me, and bringing awareness and clarity into my life. So that's what I like about it.
Yeah. So, sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at something else. So what was I going to say? So the one thing too about the AI app is that it is, has safeguards in it. So if you're just going to Chat GPT, things like that, that is built around like the world's input. And if you can think of even just the way that people are on Facebook, how horrible they are to people sometimes. There's a lot of either evil or anger, bad advice or revengeful advice. So you even hear people will just go unalive yourself. So you got to remember that that is all compiled into these mass like Chat GPT things. So mine has safeguards. Mine will protect you, which is you don't want to go into AI psychosis, but it is nice to have something like, hey, I'm struggling with this. Should I call him? Should I not? And you have my advice like instantly. So if it's 4:00 in the morning, I'm available to you. And we have a ton of topics. When you guys sign up for the app, you get top priority on things, whether it's topic requests or help if you guys message us. So it is a complete healing ecosystem, which is something that I absolutely love. And, you know, right now it's only $47 a month. The price will go up. So Christopher, struggling with it for 25 years, you say it was horrible to be married for 25 years and things to end suddenly, especially after 4 children and a life together. This is a horrible thing that anyone can go through. And I encourage you to consider signing up for the app. $47 a month. You get a free one-on-one because it's hard to go through it alone. And a lot of times we go back into our own old patterns. So I understand. I understand what it's like to be like, what the heck? You know, I was 3 weeks before my wedding and all of a sudden it's canceled and we're done, you know, because you got nervous. But there are times it's like, what just happened? And it can be devastating. And if it's anything that's been narcissistic, it's replaying in your brain. So I encourage you, $47 a month, 100% support, 24/7. And I've never seen an app like this. It is a trauma-informed approach. And like I said, you know, my advice is don't do therapy through just AI. We have something that has safeguards. It's in my knowledge base. And, you know, if you feel like you've tried everything, or if you're going on for several years, I was stuck in it for like 30 years. So I get what you guys are going through. You know, the crying, the anxiety, the not wanting to move on, to feel like you're cheating on somebody who doesn't even talk to you. So I understand it. And, you know, one good thing about this is, you know, if you can't afford traditional therapy, it's $47 a month. So a therapist is a lot of times $150, $250 an hour. And here, you know, I can even schedule with you guys. I'm pretty flexible. You want to do a morning or late night? It's not 9 to 5. I can work around your schedule. So we also have group sessions. So, you know, the cost of 20 minutes with the therapy, you get a whole month. And I see some messages coming in. And Diddy Man, I will say this after I read what is in the chat. 1 second. Oh, I know, Ryder. All right, let me pull these up. Why did it change this way? Hold on. 1 sec, this changed. There we go. I see it. Why isn't it expanding? Hold on. Chat settings, remove from toolbar. New chat, everyone. Let's see. There we go. I got it. Okay. Can you just chat? So thank you for sharing the link. Yes, I could hear the background. Yes, I did, Ryder. Questions about schizophrenia. Okay, so Diddy Man, I am going to tell you straight up. I'm going to be very direct. If you harass me, I will escalate this. Okay, if you have a legitimate question about schizophrenia, without lying, without manipulating or trying to trick me, you may ask your question now. If not, I will ask you to leave. This has been about 3 weeks. So you may ask your question. Make sure it's on schizophrenia. And just for those of you who know, Diddy Man, I don't want to kick you out, but we have been going through this for about 3 weeks. And this is where boundaries come in. So if you have a question about schizophrenia, you may ask it. But coming in my chat and, you know, your cat is your only support. Ryder, you still are. So your cat is your only support. That's why you come to me. My question is, what causes schizophrenia usually? All right, so Diddy Man, if you stay on topic, do not attack Ryder or anything like that. The thing with schizophrenia is for males, it happens earlier on and like late teens, early 20s. Females will get it a little bit later in the 20s. Yes, I will work around your schedule most definitely. Thank you for helping me out. I can do it at 4 a.m. if you want. But schizophrenia, there's some debate on it. They talk about, where there's like this level where once you break free and you go into the schizophrenia realm, that you can't kind of come back down. So sometimes stress, genetics will cause you to go into that realm, and then you're just stuck up there. So there's also people too, and this is why, this is kind of controversial, but it is something worth pondering. So, and the thing with being politically correct, all this kind of thing, is that you can't always share what you are feeling. But I will tell you that I am a Christian, full transparency, that, I do think there's some spiritual warfare out there. So schizophrenia, bipolar, those are some serious mental health issues. So, talk to a therapist as well. But, sometimes we wonder, is there something demonic? And it's controversial, but I've seen videos of people talking about, spiritually, that they've been healed from schizophrenia. It's something that I can't commit to, but it's something worth thinking. But there is a lot of times genetic components to it. So is anybody else in your family? Do they have schizophrenia? How old were you when you came down with it? So I know you said that you've been going through, some hallucinations. You've also been on medication. Sometimes if you're on the wrong medication, it can make it worse. So as far as what causes it, there are theories. It is interesting that no blind people have had schizophrenia. The people that were born blind. You are feeling... Do I shampoo my eyebrows? Yes, I can see your message. So what schedule? If you guys want to schedule a one-on-one. And so I'm doing a master class right now. I do those Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Debbie's telling me, Ryder, can you message Debbie? So let me move on and see what else is in the chat. Ryder, are you able to message her? Could it be that I lost my mom at a young age and that's trauma and I have no girlfriend for support? So Diddy Man, this is your final warning. I'm not messing around, because yesterday, every other day, sometimes you have a mom and a girlfriend, sometimes you don't. So this is the thing. If you want me to help you, you better straight up be honest with me. I'm not tolerating it anymore. It's been 3 weeks. So I don't know. Just yesterday you said you had a mom and a girlfriend. So I can't help you unless you're honest with me. And that's the thing too with therapy. And I don't mean to be so harsh, but when you've dealt with this for 3 weeks, it gets old. And I'm ready to ban you. I'm ready to possibly even do harassment charges with how you've treated me. So I will help you, but I think what I have to do for you, Diddy, is I am going to request, if you would like to sign up, you may sign up for the app. I can no longer help you in chat. I will help you privately, but I cannot have you in live chat anymore. So you may click the link to sign up for the app, but I can't have you in live chat anymore. So I'm going to remove you. I will encourage you, if you do need help, that you seek it one-on-one with me or with somebody else, but I can't do it this way. So I will remove you now. All right, just so you guys know that I'm like this close to filing harassment charges on him. So Chrissy Bells is here. And if he really needs help, I don't mind helping people, but you are feeling it's okay. So, Ryder, how about you chime in? I don't know. That's the thing. Let's see what else was said. So what did he say? Ryder, are you willing to unmute? What did he say? Are you talking? And so with all, and if you guys notice too, with all the popping in and out, that was him, you know. I don't know if he's purposely trying to disrupt, but, and then the want me to leave. That's the thing, you know. I think he might have some mental illness, maybe schizophrenia, but I think it goes deeper than that. So Mark is here and Melissa, Chris. So let me see what, oh, he said, I know all of your code words. Oh, that's okay. That's totally fine. So, I'm new. Okay, so remember how I told you guys he's harassing me? He's popping in here again. So I got to keep kicking him out. And just console. So I am here to help you guys. So Ryder, are you able to unmute? Would you be willing to do that? And hello, is that Red? So we got just about 10 more minutes. So Amy, do you have a list? I don't know if you're home right now. Do you have a list of some of the other topics that we have coming up? I don't know if you're able to pull that up. Oh.
No, unfortunately, I'm still out of town, but I'll be back tomorrow. So I'll be able to get that calendar up and the whole list for you.
And that's okay. Are you enjoying your trip?
I am. I'm actually watching fireworks out my window
here
in Orlando. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And listening to you, of course. But I can see the fireworks at the same time. So it's pretty cool.
I appreciate you coming in here. I definitely appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So Ryder has to be quiet. The roommate's sleeping right now. But let me just double check on questions. So and God loves you too. Can I see your message? Yes. Something changed. So this is just the first hour. Can I work around your schedule? Most definitely. And yeah, I'm being married for 25 years and having that. Patrick is here. Oh my goodness. So I do encourage you guys, because I know if I had the support, all the things that I have learned over the time, that, you know, a lot of us we're just searching YouTube or TikTok, Facebook, things like that. And to really understand it is good, you know, but we have to set ourselves free from just learning to experiencing. And I know, Amy, you're an educator. You know, we have to apply things. We have to practice things. And just learning isn't enough. So, Amy, from your knowledge of the app and as an educator, I know for me, putting it into practice and also, you know, having your hand held, but being set free to do it with the accountability app, kind of like how we grade things. How would you relate some of the things that we've put into place to actually absorbing and changing, not just learning, if you know where I'm trying to go with this?
Yeah, I think especially with the accountability app, it allows for you for deep reflection. It allows for you to have a moment to be honest with yourself. It allows for yourself to have experiences that are embedded in the app, and for you to really think and focus So this is that with the experiences that the app provides, it allows you to almost, I don't want to say reprogram,
Right.
but it allows you to, reprogram your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions. And then when you take the app and the accountability, you're able to come into not the classroom, but to come into your sessions with you.
Yes.
And it reinforces it. It allows for individuals to say, Cynthia, I'm struggling. And this is where I'm struggling. And let me show you from my accountability app, let me show you where I'm struggling specifically. Let me show you where I'm really excelling and I'm really doing a great job. So it allows for those experiences to be experienced.
Right.
Experience is experience, but to be able to then come and meet with you and unpack that.
And then, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, and it just reinforces meeting with you. It reinforces, you reinforce where I'm trying to go or where I'm trying to get and what I'm going through to get me out of that mud and muck. And it's just, all those pieces together really brings about change.
And I know all the moms out there, have you guys ever taken Lamaze? I know I went to 6 sessions and they teach you about breath work, the he, who. And I know, so I learned it, okay? And I am in labor and I go to the emergency room. I'm like, and I'm doing it and they're like, oh, sweetheart. I was like dialed to 1.5. But, sometimes we learn things, but we also need the guidance because I would have been exhausted. I was in labor. She was coming out the wrong way. So we were talking days. And if I was like, for like 3.5 days, like, knowing, having like an expert kind of help you with it. So I had the knowledge, but I wasn't quite using it right. And then also, are you guys applying it? So did Lamaze help you guys? Say, go breath work if it helps. It did help. Also, the tapping technique. It's kind of interesting. It's like to help you with your breathing, but also the tapping is sensory. So Ryder says, I can also ask it later. Tell me now. Tapping has helped you a lot. Where do you tap? Do you tap on your face, on your... and you can do it just, on your legs. Some people tap their foot. And I said a question a little before that. Okay. This one's not a touch screen.
Cynthia, we have a question.
Yes.
I have a question about betrayal. How does betrayal affect one's ability to trust others long term?
That's up to you, to be honest. So we have to understand that betrayal isn't from everyone. We also have to understand how to look for red flags, how to take things slow, to, a lot of it is going to be up to you. There are risk taking, and we sometimes get a mental block. I know when I was a diver, I almost got kicked off the team. I could not do a 1.5 flip. I kept smacking and smacking. And then by that time I got hurt so much that I'm like, I can't do it. And I had that mental block, like how the gymnasts will get the twisties. And every time I tried, it was smack, smack, smack. So my mental block was causing me from performing. Okay. So when I got threatened with being kicked off the team if I couldn't do it, I actually overcompensated because I'm like, I don't want to get kicked off the team. I got all the other dives down. And so mentally, I prepared myself. I still couldn't get the 1.5, but I got a double. So I actually went above and beyond. So I kind of want you to think about it this way too, though. If you get rid of this mental block and you put in your precautions, I had to have the skills. I had to, maintain my muscle strength and know the process and things like that. But I actually overcompensated and I did better because of it. You can scale things back. So sometimes you might overcompensate and come back, but it's a mental block you're going through. And sometimes we have to realize, I could have accepted. I don't want to get hurt again. I don't want to get hurt again. So I'm just going to back out, not on the team. Or I can believe in myself that I can do this, and allow that mental block to go away. And I get it. There's times too that I'm hyper cautious as far as me moving on, that, we can nitpick somebody to death, like, oh, they were 3 minutes late or this or that. So we have to realize that as far as moving forward, it is a new person. And some of the things that we can do can safeguard that. We can put our boundaries in place. So, how we communicate our needs, also front loading, let the person know that this is what I expect, whether it's, sexual intimacy, I'm waiting until marriage, you don't like it, we're done, that we don't lose ourselves in the process. And, there's other things too, for me, I love people, will be best friends with people from all different religions, but I don't want a relationship where I build my life outside of my religion, because I want them to grow with me. That's just me, but I'll be friends with everybody. But as far as what I want for myself, and you can understand that, you can have your guidelines for what you want, whether people agree with it or not. But betrayal is actually a big focus on most of my recent papers that you have to write in school. Rumination can also come into play after experiences like that, along with self-esteem damage and trust disruption in others, at least right after that experience. And that is true. Some of it, when we have low self-esteem, it might cause us to lie, and that's going to erode at the relationship. Also, not wanting to lose someone. Be careful you're not too gung-ho about the person where you're going to do things you're uncomfortable with. But as far as betrayal, we have to realize, there are risks. There are definitely risks in relationships, and we just have to safeguard ourselves. If we build too strong of a wall, nobody's going to get in. We're going to be protected, but nobody's going to get in. So take the time to slowly develop relationships. And I think that's where a lot of this lays, is that people, it's like, oh, we've been dating for a month. We've been dating for 2 months. We're committed. That might not be long enough to really understand the person. And do I know what actually happens biologically? Does the amygdala become more hyper aware after that? Yeah, you're on fight or flight mode. And when you're in fight or flight mode, you get, some of the brain fog. And I think I've been really, because you see so much crossover on things, whether it's CPTSD or some mental illnesses and stuff like that, that I've sometimes will look at things in a lens of the fight or flight or fawn. So that's why you have to heal yourself to have a good relationship, to be open and honest and able to trust. Because also too, if you have that, like Amy and I work together. So if I'm like, well, Amy, are you really going to do that? Amy, are you sure you're capable? Like, that's going to set her off, and she's going to be like, I really don't want to help this girl, And so sometimes our insecurities or doubts will bleed into the relationship. So Amy, if I was like that with you all the time, where I'm like, are you sure you're going to get it to me? Are you sure you can handle this? Would that kind of start to make you feel a little bit different?
Yeah, definitely. Resentful.
Yeah. And
being a little angry, maybe
angry. You'd probably, either want to, like, I am smart enough, or it would start to, like, why doesn't she believe I can do this? Would it start to make you at least not necessarily
Right.
question your self-esteem, but feel uncomfortable about your self-esteem?
Very much so. I begin to doubt myself.
Yeah, and it's just because me. Like, she came in here extremely educated, smart, talented, and I don't know if she can do it. It's going to change how she feels. And because of that, I'm going to be like, you know, she's got an attitude. She's got an attitude with me. All I did was say, I was asking her nicely, dummy, are you sure? You know, and you're brilliant. But you know what I'm saying? Where those little leaks are what tears it apart. But if I just said, hey, Amy, I have a deadline. Can you get that together for me? And she'd be like, yeah, sure. And I have to trust. I have to trust her. I'm the one sabotaging it because I didn't trust. So looks like Amy said, so thank you. Amy logged off, and self-perception is really powerful. All right. Good night. See you soon. And thank you so much. So for the live chats, I'm going to stay on. And Ryder, Sally, everybody, I appreciate you guys coming. And Ryder, excellent questions. So thank you guys so much. The Zoom call I'm going to log off of. And I will stay on with the social media where we can continue our live chat. But thank you guys so much. And Zoom call, I will see you again. Sleep well. Thank you, Sally. And Ryder, excellent questions. Lifestar, interested in joining the masterclass? Yes, please sign up. And before we go, Sally, can you also give the link if they sign up tonight for the app that they get the free 55-minute session? So if you can put that on social media too for the app, the membership, $47 a month, you get 24/7 support and less than a cup of coffee a day. There you go. How's that? And it is technically, you know, so feel free to share that with me, and the app would be great. So Sally, I'm going to log off here if you can do that. And I got 3 new messages. Awesome. Okay, perfect. All right. Thanks, Sally. I'm going to log off here. And then when you can share that.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Continue in the
Thanks.
recording stopped.
All right, there we go. So the masterclass is posted for you guys, and nothing changed, Joe. I got to catch up. For how? Oh, Kendra! Implementation over just knowing and understanding. Excellent comment. Are you still here, Kendra? I hope so. Did I cut my fingernails? I repainted them, and you tap on your rib cage. I love that. All right, guys. So let me bring you over here real quick. There we go. I got all 3 of you. I'm going to reset up. But Kendra, I haven't been using the tapping mostly because I learned it as a series and you couldn't remember. Tapping on my cranium sometimes. There you go. Knock, knock, knock. I heard you talking about Ryder. I can't see him. I'm feeling a bit narcissistically neglected. Are you still here, Kendra? I hope so. He'll be joining us in just a second. So you should have gotten an email with the masterclass, and but there was like a masterclass that we did with a Zoom link, and let me see. Kendra says she's a fellow educator. Yes, I am. And I can make crispy bacon. Yep. You have a French toast recipe, Cynthia. Please clean up the chat. I know. There we go. So we're just going to let it go. We're going to start. And so Kendra was asking about you, Ryder, just so you know. Melissa is here. A lot of candy. I don't like getting cranky. Did you see me get cranky? I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. I know my coworkers are like, what's going on? Facts. So what are we at? Let me just see. 18%. Oh my goodness. 18%. But a lot of candy in the chat. And did you notice that though? Like, I'm just over it. And he came right into here again. Bill, I listened to your masterclass. I was in the other room. I heard the guy with schizophrenia kept butting in and commenting constantly. I wonder if he's trying to wreck your masterclass. He was. I think that's exactly what it was, because he didn't even say anything. I get it if you are anxious and want to say something, where you're like, I don't want to forget what I'm saying, or but he didn't even say anything. Likewise, Birch Woodson, exactly. He might be in here again, but not sure. I think he was. But yeah, Bill, I agree. I thought your masterclass was pretty neat, and I'm glad you're able to help people with you. Thank you. Thank you. We are really taking this extremely seriously, where we really do want to help people. Far too many people are struggling, and they don't have to go through everything alone. And that's why I keep it at like $47 a month right now. First 100 people get it at $47, plus you get the free one-on-one. Kendra, I sent you a message. I'd like to do a one-on-one with you if you would like. And Kendra, just so you know, we have to change the pay. So for the next month, there will be a different pay portal that, if that's okay with you, we have to kind of change that around, but we'll cancel the one and start over. But you still get your free one-on-one, and for doing that, I'll even give you another one. Did I tell them all I'm your favorite? I think so. I know. What? I don't know. Get some IP addresses and the police involved if it keeps happening. So yes, Kendra is a nurse practitioner. And I know you will never give up. And I didn't have to pay. As far as what? And Stony, hello. Birch Woodson. If I could afford it. Only $47 a month. I'll tell you what, it's up to you guys, but there's so much to the app, and you have access 24/7 if you're struggling with something. There's interactive things. Kendra says, Cynthia, of course the pay change is okay. Whatever you need to happen, I'll do what I can to make it happen. Thank you. I appreciate that. We're just kind of changing things that are a little bit less costly, a little more effective. So we'll go ahead and do that. Yes, Ryder. I am converting the messages, but let's see. No. Oh, I got to message Debbie real quick. While you're typing, I see you typing. Let me tell Debbie. Debbie, you just gotta learn it. You gotta hit those notification bells. It's hard for me because what we do is we do like the master class first and then go into live chat. And I got all three of my phones tied up. And then all the different things. As I'm expanding, I'm using different platforms and pseudonyms and emails, and it's getting to the point where it's miserable. Oh, thank you, John. There I am live. All right, so Debbie, log in. Logged in. Let's see if Molly was supposed to join us too. And how do you know what? What are we talking about? So my channel deals with mental health, mental illness, how to have good relationships, when to stay, when to go. And we just got done with our masterclass on betrayal. Next week will be about sexual intimacy, sexual dysfunction, how to trust again. And I encourage you guys to If you scroll up, you'll see the link, but also the link is in the bio. So Debbie just got home. So Muhammad is here. And Mark, good to have you. Kendra says, I've been trying to be on and listening. I'm in New Mexico now, and this health council position has become a full-time job. Are you enjoying it? What's up? Am I a social media addict? No, I am. This is basically, I've committed my life to helping people, and I'm doing what it takes. And also I'm procrastinating. I don't want to do my laundry. Debbie's here. So, do I like yoga? So, Joshua, we actually have, I didn't expect this, but with the app, they have connections. Yes, please. Yes, please. There's connections where you get free, yoga too. So the app, what we're doing is we're expanding. So you guys are going to have access to other things too. And it's super exciting. It is super exciting. We're going to have it in 14 different languages. So this is something big, and it's going to be a lot more expensive, $47 a month. And if you sign up, it'll be grandfathered in at that price. So you also get a free 55-minute. Has your mom decided? Did your mom want to still do it? I'm frustrated with the position. We have precisely jack for resources. So that's been my full-time job, finding anyone and any entity that will offer any services in our county. Oh my gosh. Are you asking for free services? That could be hard. So no, it's not a scam. I encourage you to look at it. We have several successful people that we've helped. So perfect. And I am a MHP who specializes in schizophrenia. What type of MHP? What type of MHP? Do I watch any popular shows like anime, Marvel? Disney Comics? I don't know what DC is. Hi, Nova. I don't really watch TV. And Carrie, good to have you. And Debbie, thank you. Yes, please hit that like button. That's the thing, if you really need it. You can't afford it. Tell you what, the motivation, it'll help you in life. You know, there are so many things that we can actually cut corners on. It's just up to you. $47, that's like $1.50 a day. You know, people are paying $150 to $500 a month for an hour. And this is like $1 a day almost. Plus you get a free, it is so well-rounded. I encourage you guys, click on the link for masterclass to see everything you get for $1, like $25.50 a day. So it's up to you how serious you want to take your mental health, you know, how long you've been hurting. Is it working for you? If it's not working for you, it might be worth spending $1.50 a day. So you're a psychiatrist. So, Kendra, do you know how to get into your school? Kendra, do you know how to get into school? Because I sent you a message earlier today. So Kendra, I just sent you a message on school. If you can check it out, please. Just saying and thinking of what I needed. Just saying and thinking of when I needed it or it was court ordered. Okay, that makes sense. I was not on school currently, but am considering it. Bill says I was. So I'm just going to call you out. I know you're not a psychiatrist. I know you're Diddy man. Kendra, don't mess with him. He's BSing you. So Birch Woodson, I know who you are. I know what you're doing. You better start leaving me alone. So there, Kendra, he's lying. So, hello, Abba. Ryder says that, yeah. China, ni hao, could be good potential for a John Doe like me. Yeah, I love it. Perfect. Oh, CRB, Carrie Pike. So what churches do you, what wasn't that, what do you, I'm just saying, court ordered. John, I just can't do it. I'm just not even playing. So, hello, little Jay. Yeah, sorry about that, Kendra. We got you protected, though. So, look at that love. Aw, thank you. It gets old. And he's going to keep trying. He thinks it's cute. But, Miss Tori, hello, hello. Debbie says, I'm always good. I love that. Kendra says, honestly, I haven't been in there. I had to drive North County yesterday. To North County. You'll look now. Okay. I just kind of told you. I was going to be discreet. I'm like, I can't take it. I'm going to call you out. I try to be nice. I try to let them hang themselves. You know what I mean? For entertainment purposes only. You know what I mean? Like, put their foot in their own mouth. And I'm just like, I'm just not even waiting for that. I just know who it is. He was obviously Doris Candy. Exactly. Phil says, I'm always willing to help people in need. And I love that. And I believe that about you. But I am doing good. Aaron, and great attitude. Thanks. Bill says, I love God first. I love myself second. And I love everyone else third. The Lord Jesus has helped me get through many things. I agree that you're feeling the vibe. Oh, good. I like that. And look at that love. You guys are awesome. The more you guys like, comment, and share, I appreciate that. Ryder says, yeah, well, and John was coming in repeatedly and being nice 1 second and weird another. And he always talked about needing you, Cynthia, randomly. And if you notice, he always reverts to church. I don't know if it's because I said I'm a Christian, where he's trying to have something in common. And he always reverts back to the schizophrenia. I had a neighbor that was schizophrenic. I have a Facebook friend who was schizophrenic. So he's not seeking help for that, you know. But I'm going to make a quick run to the bathroom, you guys. Ask some questions, talk with each other. Give me 1 minute. I'll be quick. All right, so you guys know I started that channel, Carrie Kirk, Carry, like Carrie, and it deals with hold on, what was this? Masterclass. Which one did we do? Masterclass. I'm at a loss for the word betrayal. All right, let me just email this so I don't forget. But okay, so the moon landing. I was watching this one guy and he was doing the video. I'd like your opinions, and then I'll go into why I'm saying this. I can't do it that way. It's too big. I have to do it this way. Dang it. Man, it's the same. Maybe I'll make it private. Upload video. So the moon landing, and like in space, and they have the spaceship, and you see like the glass that you can look out, and you see stars. But there's this one part where you don't see the stars, and then they appear. So you know, you can kind of like whatever. Maybe it's whatever, but you know, they have all these like green screen conspiracies going on. I took a screenshot. If you guys want to see it, it's on my FB, Cynthia Shiller, SHILLER, where you can see like on the guy's jacket, you see the stars. So it's kind of like, how did that happen? Why is it like that? Why is this like that? And I don't know. There's like so many questions. Why does my dog cough like that? You'll probably be a few minutes. What? I love that you are a soul survivor. Thank you. Yes, and you can be one too. Hello. No stars. Yeah, check out Cynthia, SHILLER. Feel free to follow, but do I think it's AI? No, I don't think it's AI. I think it might be more green screen and cinematics. I don't know. My dad's a brilliant man. Like his brother won the Nobel Prize for economics. My dad was like world representative for Ford. So come from like a really smart family. And the only reason I say that is not some Joe Blow just, you know, I don't know. I kind of think this, like to get the Nobel Prize to be a world representative for Ford Motor Company, they go into detail. And my dad always questioned the moon landing. And I wish I spent more time talking to him about it, but that was back then. You know, you also think about the phone call. That was a landline, wasn't it? Glitch in the Matrix, maybe. Love the masterclass. It was really good. Thank you. The next one's even better. But glad you're back. So there's a lot where you don't see the stars. And then there's another with the perspective. Like if we take a picture from Earth, you see the moon's like really small, but the Earth is bigger than the moon. So when you take the picture from the moon and the Earth is like super small, where it should still be bigger. If you guys understand the concept, the person who's harassing you, you need to get their IP address and give it to the police. I am about to. Am I reading tarot? So I do have a reading. I did talk to you guys about that, but it's not tarot. So if you would like a reading, give me number 1, 2, or 3. I got some new ones. And if you get one with a sticker on it, you get 2. So I did that today. The dog, hello. Ryder says, yeah, well, and John was coming in and repeatedly and being nice and second and weird. He always talked about needing you. Exactly. So, yep, John Doe, glitch in the Matrix. Love the masterclass. Thank you. I hate my name, though. Always have it. It is awful. I don't like it. I'm also a bad person and feel bad for making fun of people with schizophrenia, like Diddy Man. Yeah, that's kind of the little tip off. And you're back. Wait, who is that? Same name as me? Are you serious? Oh. There you go. So I'm glad you're back, Ryder. And watch, there's been times I shouldn't say it. Oh, Pico. So I got your reading, but we got to move over here. All right. So Biko gets his name on the board. I haven't even taken you down from last time. Hopefully my battery's charged enough. Got 3. So we'll do this and then I'll transfer you guys. So look, Biko's still on the board from last time. Look at that. We're going to just go ahead and give you another Biko. Biko. Thank you so much. So if you guys donate or if you sign up for the app, and we're putting Kendra back up here. She's a VIP. So we got, also if you join like she did, how her name is green, if you join as a YouTube member, I'll put you up here. Every time I see green, I'll put you guys up there. How's that? And Kendra Soup, what are you talking about? And Chris, thank you so much. I'll put you up there, Chris. I'll put you up there. Thank you for that, star. Whoops. Kind of wrote through your name, so I'll just put another heart there. All right, so let me set this up. All right, I'll turn you guys. You can see me while I set up. And Sarah is here. Sarah's always so awesome. Super supportive. So we are just changing things around. Skate is here. Skate, you missed it. We're setting things up. Hold on. These things I always pinch myself. Hi, I'm somewhat cute. Well, thank you. Somewhat appreciative of that. You're somewhat cute. Happy Friday. Yes, you too. Thank you for that. I appreciate that, Biko. You're always so kind to me. And no way. Now he's pretending to be me. You gotta be kidding me. All right, I'm about to get the police involved. Just so you know. Just so you know, I'm not playing games. Somewhat cute. You crack me up. So we gotta have it. Let me move this. Oh, so the reading. Type number 1, 2, or 3. I got new words of affirmation for you guys. And if you guys get a sticker on your words of affirmation, you get another one for, I mean, they're all free, but you get another one. So there we go. There. Oh, let me turn this light on too. This should help. Oh, let's see if that lights us up. It is if I face this way. I can't win. I can't do it all. All right. Well, we'll show the leaderboard every now and then. But G Baba is here. Hello, hello. Zero gravity. Hold on. We got some good stuff going. And so I see school apparently. He tried to fake me now. Neil says, hello for Pennsylvania. Can you please shout me out? Good. I like the way you spell your name. Oh, gosh. It was a fake rider. And good to see you, Skate. Kendra Soup. Why are these cockeyed? But I am doing good. How are you? We're just doing the new setup. All right, just settling in. I didn't miss the rider clone I saw. There you go. Tell me you're kidding, rider. No, he's not kidding. 3. Skate wants 3. So there was somebody else who wanted 1, but you got to comment so I know which one. All right, so I'm going to try to get a new one for you. So 1, 2. Hit that like button for me, guys. And I am doing good. So I bloom in my own time, trusting my natural rhythm of my journey. That's a new one. And there's no sticker. You didn't get a sticker. And Miss Tori wants a 3. 1, 2, 3. My mind is calm like a quiet lake, reflecting peace and clarity. So when you start feeling kind of overwhelmed and just, nope, my mind is calm, peaceful, tranquil. And, we do have control over our thoughts. So thank you. We have to remind ourselves, kind of direct, take control of your thoughts. And no, I am not a scatterbrain. The way we talk about ourselves or to ourselves makes a difference. So when you reaffirm that you are calm and kind and all those kind of things, So Bill says the moon is supposed to have zero gravity. When they put the flag in the moon, there was a wooden rod to hold the flag out straight. If there's no gravity, then why would you have to have a wooden rod? So are you saying if you just kind of hold it, that it'll just stay there? Is that what you mean? Yeah, you just place it and but is there wind? There might be wind. There's wind. So the wind would move it. That's probably why. My guess. All right. So Miss Tori, did you like that? He must really like me or something. All right. So Sir talking. All right. You want 2. 1. Ooh. Are you sure you don't want 1? You got 2. You sure you don't want 1? I am becoming everything. No, you want 2. I am becoming everything I once dreamed and more. So never give up on your dreams, and more. You know, there's a lot ahead of us. So thank you, Ryder. I see you. And Debbie says, I told you. You'll take 3. All right. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. I am safe. Oh, wait. No, this is it. I promise. Like the rising sun, I renew myself each day with strength, clarity, and hope. So that is today's. Like the rising sun. I love that. Like you're in your rising phase. And renew each day, let go of the past and start each day fresh. 10 out of 10. It was good? Is that what you mean? It was good? Thank you, Kendra. You use a tuning fork on a calm lake, and there it goes. That's kind of cool. They use those in school too. I had a cheapy one that a previous teacher left, but I'm like, oh, this one is so cool. It was not loud enough, so the kids didn't really get it. But if I had like those tuning forks, yeah, that's a good thing. I love that. I love it. So you are welcome. You are welcome. Hold on, guys. All right. I just blocked an account. I like that, though, with the tuning. Love that. Got a picture of it, too. There, I kind of held it. I thought you would. Does it come through clear? I don't know. And I just blocked them. I got to remove them, too. Thank you. Oh, hold on. One sec. See, this is such a hassle. This is what the world's coming to, though, and it's really kind of sad. All right. Let's see what happens. One sec. I'm sorry, guys. I hate having to do this. And it's hard to do on a phone, too, trying to type things. It's just sad. But thank you. And then, see, I got to do like all these things. should not have to do that. Comment settings. I don't. Oh, dang it. See, now it does. Right. Hold on. Jeez. This is really frustrating for me. Oh, hold on. Comment settings. This guy was. All right. There we go. I don't know. But Ryder's a rising star performing live. Okay. Oh, geez. All right. So we use tuning forks, Kendra says, with neuro exams. I found some people actually calm completely with those exams. That was years ago when I was like 8 to 12 years old. I remember that. They don't really use tuning forks as much. That's cool. Miss Tori says, I did the ringing bowls too, but was creating dust devils, so I had to give it up. Oh my goodness. I like drums too. Sir says, so who are you talking to, Ryder? Nobody who has no life and no future. All right, so sir, I'm going to let you go. And Merlot's from Mexico. Thank you. Kendra says, yep, thank you, Kendra. Let them stay. They might learn something. Maybe I should. Kendra says, how much time must one need to create so many different personas? I pity that life. I get it. So, gotta love it. Miss Tori, yes. I have a drum also. I love drums. I love drums. Kind of gets a little aggression out too. And the rhythm, I'm sure your heart can start to sync with it a little bit too. We'll never understand. It's probably loneliness. They get a kick out of harassing people. That's for this is definitely for attention. It's definitely not for help with schizophrenia, not at all. But you guys enjoyed the masterclass. So just so you guys know, sign up. Ryder, also let me know, Kendra too, if you guys sign up that you're getting the freebies. I want to make sure you're getting the freebies. And Levi, hello. Yes, like a heartbeat. Yes. And sometimes too, if you're, can kind of just feel your heartbeat. Just kind of vibe to your heartbeat. I think joining a Zoom meeting too and disrupting is crazy. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. I should just build a case and that way, don't even worry about signing up for the app. I'm about to be rich. I'll sue him for harassment for all the lost money I could have made. I thought the masterclass was nice. Good. So we'll be doing those on Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'll try to be as consistent as I can with those. The plan is every Friday night, 9 p.m. And right now I'm still talking to you guys, but I do want to grow it to where we can stay afterwards in the Zoom call and you guys can chit chat with each other, with myself. And yeah, his name's Phil. This time he's not using his mom's account. But there was a lot of noise, and he kept unmuting and would either say nothing or just little, just in and out. I'm surprised he wasn't ruder. He probably wasn't ruder, so he wouldn't get kicked out. He wanted to interrupt as much as he could. And, this is how I make my living. You know what I mean? And trying to sabotage how I make a living is pretty shitty. So I said it. It's pretty shitty. Came in as Phil, changed his name to Dinny Man is back. And here we are. Yep. I kind of had a feeling. I had a feeling he would join. So you're still sad. Why are you still sad? Yep, skate. It's a whole story. Whoa. And Ryder's saying, hello, Levi. Bill says, if you breathe in and your breath breathe out, can you listen to it carefully as a sound? Thank you. It's like, it's, yeah, Yahweh. I love that you said that. Thank you for that. And that means God. You know, Yeshua is Jesus and Yahweh is God. So, and you know, the first breath we take is Yahweh. That's pretty deep. Goy said, what do you need help with? You have a lot of trauma. I got fired because of memes. Just don't do that. And Mooter Mom is here. Hi, Mooter. My Mooter Mom is here. Sarah is here too. So we got Sarah and Mooter Mom. And oh my goodness, she sent me a message on school. And bonjour. Ah, yes. Comment allez-vous, Levi? It's true. That's right. The breath itself and the word creates. I love that. Yeah. Hola. Yeah. Hola. You make memes to help with trauma. All right. Well, I'm going to let you go do that right now. And the only thing is that yesterday, give me 1 second. I'll have to message you. Sandman is here. Where'd Mooner Mom go? Mooner Mom already left. Sarah's still here. Sarah loves me. Let's see if this is charged up. And hola, yes. Yes, hola, ni hao. Comprendo. Un momento. So, yes, 1 sec. Let me load this up. Because I do want to say something. We got Dixie. Come here, Dixie. Come here, Dixie. So if you guys want a words of affirmation, I just need to load this up real quick. But sign up for that masterclass, guys. Oh, I wanted to see this one. Yeah. We have the masterclass. If you want to do the membership right now, it's only $47 a month. You get the full app. Click that link and at least check it out. Check it out. And you get a free one-on-one with me. So that's like 1/3, 1/5 the cost. And you get the full month. So can't beat it, guys. Skate says, I don't know how to sign up. I tried yesterday. Obviously, I did it wrong. What? Was it the email verification or what caused you not to be able to do it? I'm getting low on battery. You gotta do it. I'm telling you, you'll be glad you did. Debbie too. And Kendra, did you sign up for the masterclass? I just want to say, have never met you before, and you're a delight for real. This is my only persona, one-on-one for what? So it's a one-on-one for mental health. Give me one sec. Why is my mom not here? And bear with the quick typing. So as far as the one-on-ones, my channel deals with pretty much everything mental health. I also am a functional nutritionist. So if you are dealing with physical ailments or some emotional distress, I can help you, because a lot of times, our gut health affects like our serotonin, also our dopamine. So if you have any problems with like arthritis or fibromyalgia or gut issues or brain fog, sleep difficulties, I go way into whatever you need. So if it's relationship advice, healing from trauma, that I cover it all. And it's only $47 a month. You get the app. So that way, the accountability app for anything, like whether it's smoking or to walk more or to stay on track with whatever benefits your life. Some people even struggle to take a shower. So sometimes we can have an accountability, clean your dishes every other day, whatever it is, but to keep you on track. And then we have an AI trained in my knowledge base, which has safeguards. If you just go to like ChatGPT, you can go into like an AI psychosis, and we definitely want to avoid that. So it has safeguards. You can ask questions. You can also join in our group chats. But the one-on-one, people are charging $150 to $500 an hour, and this is only $47 for the entire month, and you get a free one-on-one, you get group sessions, you get interactive like workbooks, accountability app, on and on, a whole library of videos. So if you sign up tonight, you get a free one-on-one. So definitely take advantage of that, and you can cancel at any time, but if you stay on with it, you're grandfathered in at that cost. So you definitely want to get into that before we raise the prices. Good to know. We need that, especially those you just booted. I know, exactly. When is the Zoom class? You haven't received an email. When did you sign up, J5? So make sure you sign up. I have man problems, but not anymore because I just booted them off my couch. There you go. You're as healthy as a horse. Awesome. And sometimes even too, just, to kind of chit chat. I also deal with businesses. I have my school network. Yes. Thank you. So yes, what's your question, Kendra? How do I join Zoom? You never got your email back. So just go ahead and sign up for the masterclass. And just so you know, if Diddy Man is coming into my Zoom, we will be capturing the IP address, and I will be following up with criminal charges for harassment. So just make sure that, if you are seeking help, that you seek help. I have given Diddy Man a warning. He is welcome to sign up for the membership, but if he continues harassing me, I will file harassment charges, and don't mess around with me. So, but for the masterclass, the link is there in the bio. Sign up for it as long as you're not Diddy Man, or you will get harassment charges. You'll get the email link. So you might want to sign up again. How do I get the freebie? Sorry if you already explained it. I think I missed it. They should be sending it to you. So I have a whole team now, so I'm trying to keep them accountable, but I told them Monday we got to do some cleanup, some damage control. So if you haven't got it, it might be from Lifestyle Avatar. If you don't get it, let me know, because it's supposed to go out like tonight, right after the master class. So remind me. I will get that for you, but I want to give them some time to do that. It should be automatic. Kendra says, is trauma defined by the severity of the event or the individual response to the event, regardless of external perception of severity? Depends. Like, I'm a burn victim. It didn't really affect me. But my body went through trauma. Did my mind? Not really. It shut down. So if you call me fat, I'm going to be like, whatever. If you call somebody else fat, they might be devastated. They might want to unalive themselves. So it's not the event. So physical might be something different, like a car accident. But as far as emotions, it's how the person reacts to it. So it's not always a severity of the event. You can tell me you don't like my freckle, and I could be devastated. So is that really severe? To me, it might be. So it's not defined by the severity, if that makes sense. And trauma can be something, how you absorb it. Oh, dang it. Let me get my, let's see if I can save this. One sec. The battery died. See if I can resume it before. One sec, guys. And of course, this pops out. 1 second. I got like 2 seconds to do this. So does that make sense? Hold on. Yeah, the battery died. I'm trying to get it before. Sometimes you can resume it. But which one was that? That was probably FB, I think. Let's see, 0%. But what do you think about my answer? What do you think about my answer? Hallelujah. And that was a really good question. You signed up last stream from yesterday. Okay, good. Then you're in our email. Claude definitely thinks you're crazy. Claude, the computer thing? Okay. J5. Yeah. It's ridiculous. And he plays like, I'm so innocent. Like, what is this? Golly, am I saying that right? 0%. I gotta wait for it to charge. I have this phone, but the microphone doesn't work. I got it brand new because I wasn't using all 3 or 4 at the time. I didn't know it might work. Sometimes it works, but it was brand new and they wouldn't replace it because I waited 3 weeks to tell them. Oh yeah. Yeah. Do you know the topic on the next masterclass already? Yes. So thank you, Kendra. The topic is sexual intimacy, unless they changed it. I don't know. I told her to give me the calendar. She's out of town right now. So we ended up switching so she could submit. And they're supposed to, that's another thing. They were supposed to update. I asked them to update as soon as the master class happens at 9 o'clock. It should switch to the next week topic. So we will double check. I don't think they did that though. Let me see. Because I have a system, but they want to do their own system. Got to remember, some of them are in different countries. All right, so the master class, let's see if they did it. No. They're supposed to do it at 9 o'clock. Clearly. So I can confirm on Monday. I'm not litigious, or I would sue Claude for calling me nuts. There you go. You're not nuts. You're fine. Oh, I forgot I'm charging this. All right, let's see if we can save it. Facebook. Say resume. Say resume. No.
Gypsy Rose said on a live that Ken is stuck with.
Dixie's got to go potty. Let's see if I can resume it. Resume. Oh. Can't start. Why?
Her for life because you can't get rid of a baby, but you can get rid of a ring.
Hold on, honey. Ah, dang it. We lost it. I got to let Dixie out. You got to go potty? Come here. Let's go out the back door. 1 sec, guys. Let me let her out. Come here, honey. Can I go potty? You want that one? Okay. All right, be good. Be good. All right, I'm back. I was gonna let her out the back, but she don't want to go out the back. All right, I gotta let her in a second though. Dang it, Sarah was in here. Oh, I know, and he obviously got the email. And Marlon, is that how I say it? Luke, Jesus is king, and for anybody that does not know Jesus, maybe you can look up a Bible. Always remember Jesus loves you no matter if you are Christian or not. Amen. Thank you, Luke. I get it, Miss Tori. I'm not either, but Carrie, thank you for joining back in. I'm sorry, it just battery died, so I'm back. And oh, but you haven't either. Oh, did I just kick out the wrong person? That's the thing. You haven't either. And did you sign up for the masterclass? Thank you, guys. I'm glad I get to live chat with you and figure this stuff out. So, Debbie, where's my cheerleader telling everybody to hit that like button? All right, I should write this stuff down. Let me grab paper real quick. I want to write down what we got to do. NASA holds press conference. I don't know, guys. Let me get my paper. Pen, paper. Let me get a notepad. All right. Checking on the Dixie Do. Got my paper, my pens. Come on, good pup. Dixie, come on. Dixie. Honey. All right, go potty. Go poop. All right. She's still doing her business. All right. So do you think that person was telling the truth? I gotta be careful. Jose, good to have you. Was that Diddy Man for sure? What else did they say? Let me see. Oh, but then I delete the message when I do that. Well, not paying to be insulted by an AI. Yep. So thank you, Ryder. Like the live. Yes. All right. So I don't know, but I gotta be careful though, because I had one person had 2.2 thousand people, and I think he was legit. He was upset. So that's why I'm shifting past. Them's my peeps. There you go. I'm nuts, hands down. So I don't know. That person was really kind, and then all of a sudden they're like, I'm not paying to get insulted by AI. So the AI thing is to help. He said, who is Diddy Man a few times as well. Okay. You like me, couple. Thank you. You are the #1 viewer right now. Nice to meet you. So that was the J whatever. Why am I not on all messages? Yep. Top messages. Gosh, you guys got to remind me. J something. I can't remember. Tori. Yeah, Tori. That's right. Tori was real kind in the beginning, but then it was like, I'm not going to, unless I gotta be careful. She could have just been sarcastic or even kind of meant it, but I don't know. But that's the thing. Like they talk about like the trickle down effect and the J5. What about Tori? Was that a mistake to do Tori? I don't know. Who was the one that he commented, I think, on my Reese's thing, but he was like, geez, I thought we were cool. He was the one who said au revoir. which is AU, new word, REVOIR, au revoir. And it was like IRIVEOR. So it was like way off. So if you've ever studied French, but he might have, I don't know, but he's like, geez, just because I said it wrong, or maybe he tried to spell it out, but there are people who have never seen it spelled, but he was trying to say goodbye. The reason I got rid of him, though, is I understand not knowing a lot of words in different languages, because I've been there too. But usually I'll say hello. And if I know it means goodbye, like right now, I'm not going to be adios, because that means goodbye. But he was like, I was about to tell people well, there was one that had 19 followers. That one, I don't know if that was a legit account or not. He was mad at me too. Both of them commented, like, what the heck? So the 19 followers, I don't know, but the 2.2, I don't think was Diddy Man. I think he was mad, like, just because I, don't know how to, whatever, because I spoke French, or like, he was mad at me. So I said, I hope we're still cool, but he at least like, I don't know. I think we're still cool. I felt bad, but, I'm doing good. I can't remember his name. It's under, okay. Yeah. And that's true. I got to focus on, people who really want help. Yeah. Well, it was just, it was because he said goodbye. If he would have said like bonjour, hello, to kind of keep the conversation going, but you say goodbye to me, and I'm like, I get it. It's a different language. We were talking different languages. Might have been the only word he knew. It was spelled wrong. And I'm not like a nitpicker on spelling, but it was so far off. And I get it. Like, I've misspelled foreign language words. But Diddy Man, I don't know. So he's like really harassing me. So don't harass me. It makes me cranky. Clues are clues. Exactly. So at least that guy commented, if it's really him. That was the only red flag from that guy. That's why I usually, like Ryder, when you say stuff, I usually try to give people 2 to 5 mess ups before I get rid of them. And right now I've been doing like 1, and I got to be careful on that. But it's hard to tell. He has made it hard because he creates so many accounts as well. Yeah. And he doesn't just come on and like, fuck you. He'll be like nice or pretend, Motechi. Mordecai? Or is it Motechi? Mordecai or Motechi? Either way, it's cool. Motek? Moteki? My gosh, I don't know how to say your name. How do I say it? No, you're just kidding, you asshole. Clues are clues. It's hard to tell. I know. So, is that your cat's name? Debbie says Diddy ruins it for a lot of people. Yeah, exactly. Now we're down to 3 people. Gotta love it. But, is Skate still here? We got Kendra. We got 5 people now. Who's still here? Say hello. Kendra says that devotion and chameleon presentation is psychopathic. That is true. That is true. And then also going to the extreme of, he knows this is my livelihood. Coming into the Zoom chat, and the thing is like how he said he signed up yesterday. We really, I'll be honest, we really haven't had that many people sign up. And Diddy Man, I think, you know how you get that vibe? Because I had talked about signing up for it. And then I said something, if you need help, do the app. But he did ask when's the masterclass. And I think he signed up yesterday. And I don't know. No cat. No, my cat's name is Paul for the tree. Oh, I love that. That's a perfect name for a cat. Agreed. um, I can't believe he changed his name. Yep. Because I was almost like, I need to get rid of this Phil person. It would be interesting to trace him, like with a hacker. I bet and you know what? To be honest, I think he is in India. I really do. I don't think he's a Christian, and I'm not talking because of the way he's acting. I think he's from India. Except right now, what time is it in India? It's like 4 or 5 in the morning, I think. What time is it? And he copied my name. Yeah. I've had people where they take my name and I'm looking and I'm like, that's my profile picture. I love it when kids do it, when I'm teaching, like 7-year-olds, and they'll either put like my whole face as the backdrop or they'll change their profile name. There was one time, it was like I was talking to myself. I'm like, what are you doing? It would be interesting to trace him. I agree. I do think. Did I say that? I know I thought it. Did I say it out loud? Because I did think that he was from India. I think so. That's Hacker Scammer Central. They just adjust their lifestyles to scam Americans. Yeah. And that's the thing, though, like as far as scamming, but like what's his purpose of being here? I'm not giving him money. You know what I mean? He's just harassing me. So I don't know. Is it Dow or Dodo? Dow or Dodo? He said he was from India in multiple lives too. Okay. That might be why. But he also said Ohio as well. Exactly. Chris, how are you? Thank you for popping back in. We are doing our live chat and getting harassed. But Chris, I'm going to give you a words of affirmation. I'm about to kick Ryder out. All right, Chris, I'm going to give you some words of affirmation. Aw, strong is the new beautiful. Strong is the new beautiful. Stay strong. Chris is a fighter. Chris has been through a lot. He is definitely strong in many different ways. This part, Kendra says, is just playing. They're awake already, running scams and call centers. The thing that's sad about that, you're right though. That's sad how many. But there are people who will accept jobs in different countries thinking that they're, seeking employment, and then they get like kidnapped and housed, and they can't escape, and they are forced to raise money. And some, they have their lives threatened, so you kind of think about that. Sometimes it's innocent people that can't escape and they're in a bad situation. So, and they've done like full documentaries on that. Kendra says, Ryder, I bet if he were asked to state any bordering state, he couldn't. That's the only thing that sucks, though, is he could Google it. You know what I mean? That's why I like if it was like during the Zoom call, you can kind of see people. But a lot of people turn their cameras off, too. So it's hard to tell. He could, and I feel bad for that guy if he was legit, though, about the au revoir. Ryder says, exactly, Kendra. You know what he might be doing, Cynthia? He might be trying to get you to react in a certain way and sue you for something. It's happened before. Could be. Yeah. Some mental anguish, or I don't even know. Could be. I'm not going to react in any crazy way. I've heard it all. And Ashley, hello. So, Ryder says, exactly, Kendra. Oh, poor Ryder. You could easily be right. Yeah. Trying to get money out of you. Oh, or, yeah. Look at this. Turn battery. My batteries don't want to stay charged. It's my fault because I didn't charge them all day. He's not going to. But why he comes on this chat, I can see a few times, but it's like he's dedicated to come in here. So, and hello, how are you? You seem like the type of person who used to be a librarian or a bus driver. How'd you know? I was both. I drove the bus to the library. He's been incredibly persistent, though. Exactly. I'm glad you're doing good. So just so you guys know, my channel deals with mental health, mental illness, how to have good relationships, when to stay, when to go, how to repair relationships. Sometimes some of these relationships can be saved. Let me see. Man, we're running low on, need to go grab another charger. This one has, what percent? Hold on. How did I see it last time? 20%. Okay. 2 apps are active. That's part of the problem. Why do I have 2 apps? Kendra says, I had a dumbass from India say they were from our local police department with warrants for my best friend's daughter, which is entirely, that's where it gets scary when it's like, this might be real. My sister is the chief's press representative. They chose the wrong one. Ooh, I love it. That is hilarious. I agree. Ashley, so far my husband and I are doing well. Good. How have you been feeling? How have you been feeling? Ashley is here. Very ironic, yes. Have you gotten that book yet? That's a good book. And is this your first kid that you're having? I can't remember. First kid. I'm not sure if it's your first one. But, you know, they also talk about like certain mental health issues have like their favorite person, you know, they pick one person to target. Some care, some don't. I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Yeah. Every morning you've been sick. Oh my goodness. So how long have you guys been married? And do you have kids already? You've been sick every morning. Oh my goodness. What about later on? I know I never got really sick in the morning. It was later on. Morning sickness is no fun. But eat some crackers. Eat some crackers. But we had a good question too earlier about, you know, trauma affecting the brain. And, you know, when we talk about like narcissism, sometimes it's like the identity that is created. So, you know, I've given that example before, like, oh, you're so beautiful, you're so beautiful, you're so beautiful, which you think would be wonderful. But then if, let's say I internalize that where I have to be beautiful, I'm not going to be comfortable, you know, going outside without makeup, or as I get older, I'm going to start, you know, my self-esteem is going to start to crash. So trauma can sometimes be from like overindulgence or like creating, and I don't want to say a false sense, because let's say the person is beautiful, but a reliance on this identity. So Mario, good to have you here. How are you doing? And I think it's just like when we're out of alignment with things that we believe, that, you know, I believe people should be kind. And then when they're not, I get frustrated. I believe people should call back within a day or two if they don't you get frustrated or have anxiety or fear of abandonment or all those things because you're like, well, that's what it should be. Some of that is from our upbringing, some of it is from our perception. Well, of course I would do this. That's what you're supposed to do. And other people are like, what are you talking about? Like, you don't owe them anything. So sometimes it's like the being out of alignments. No kids yet, and I get sick with just the smell of some food. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Might have to avoid some. How far along are you? I know I was pregnant a couple times, and each one's different. Some you can get like real bad, like morning sickness. Others you don't. No kids yet, and I get sick with just the smell. But how far along are you? And I see you popping in. Feel free to hit that like button for me. The more you guys like and comment, the more it helps. Almost 2 months. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Scott, how are you? Good to have you here. How's your day going? And if somebody could comment so I make sure the comments are working. And look at that, Bucky. Okay. Could be time to take a trip. Kendra says, Ashley, that's how I knew. I was a waitress at Denny's and liver and did they sell liver and onions at Denny's? Made me bolt for the bathroom. Liver and onions, like even when I wasn't pregnant. Oh, my parent, I don't think so. I don't think so. Less. Like 2 or 3. Skate, your stomach hurts. You're having empathy pains. Your stomach hurts. That's not good. What'd you have for dinner? What did you have for dinner? Yeah, Ashley, I'd like to say, 2 more weeks. It depends. I mean, I was lucky. Mine didn't last really long. Some have it for the entire pregnancy, so it just depends. I thought 2, 3. That's how I knew. Oh my gosh, I didn't know they had liver and onions. Yep, Denny's does liver and onions. It was horrible. Oh my gosh. I ate the last of my meatloaf. Oh, was it good though? Oh, I was, I don't know, I'm so low on batteries. 60, 70. You're falling asleep. You want me to sing to you? I ate the last of my meatloaf. All right, we're going to wake Debbie up. Let me go grab something. We're going to wake Debbie up. Hold on. Debbie, we're going to wake you up. Here we go. Are you ready? How do you think I'm going to wake her up? What do you think? Take your guess. I got that. This is an antique. What does it even say? Marine band owner soloist. I've moved it. You're falling. Did that wake you up? And can you? I don't know how you do it. How do you do it? You do. You're right to be careful. Yeah. What song do you want me to sing for you? You asked for it. Play the piano on that. All right, hold on. Oops, hold on. I tried. Did you hear it? But I know that was not the piano man. It was for Elise. A creator is answering questions about mental health. So you guys are like, wait, is she the psycho or? So, but I played the piano though. It was for release. It was exactly. I don't know the piano man. And Lewis, hello. Good to have you here. Kendra says, great songwriter. You are my brother from another mother. I thought, afraid of that. So love it. But you're right, it is for release. Who wrote for release? Who wrote for release? About Edelweiss. Edelweiss. Beethoven, you win. You win a word of affirmation. Let me give you a new one. I got to get rid of the old ones. For whatever reason, I got like a ton of these, but we just come up with the same ones. Get a word of affirmation. I just got a friend request. I need followers. People keep sending me friend requests. All right, you want one or two? Oh, these are, well, you win the prize, yes. You want one or two? One or two? That's a lullaby for me. Okay. I am grounded like the earth, steady, resilient, and unshakable in my purpose. I think this is a good one for you, and I believe this about you. Trying to get the... There you go. Can you read that? All right. And you want... Oh, right. You want number one, and then Kendra gets one. All right. I let go of things that I have no control over, like Diddy Man. You just let go. It's hard to see. I let go of things. Oh, is she? Debbie, did you want one? I did something. What do you mean I did something? I did something. Kendra says, I hope not for twins because they are on my husband's side. Yeah, I remember you saying that. You asked for it. You didn't like that, Debbie? What? I did something. I did what? And then Kendra wants number two. All right, I'm trying to see if I got new ones. I put all the new ones out here. All right, let's put some new ones back in here. Because those had the stickers. All right, so I'm not going to like, you said two? One, two. Oh, no sticker. Did we do this one? Let me get you a good one. Oh, this one's for you. All right. It says, I trust the path ahead, like a river trusting its way to the ocean. So sometimes life might bring us little curves, not necessarily the path that we chose, but we are moving on to something bigger. And I think that's good. I trust the path ahead. You know, we have to do that everything's going to be okay. It might be a little wiggly lines, but we'll get to where we need to go. Sour gummies. Uh-oh. I'm thinking, how could I go against you? So Debbie wants number one. All right, Debbie, I want to get you a new one, though. Where'd my new ones go? When I see the first, here we go. You get a new one. I trust myself to make decisions that honor my truth. There you go. But look what Debbie gets. Debbie's got a sticker one. So you get another one. I trust myself to make decisions that honor my truth. And she so does that. You are so, and welcome, Tom. So here's your other one. No, we did that yesterday. See, I have all of these. Okay, here we go. This is for Debbie. If we have no peace, it is because we've forgotten that we belong to each other. And that's from Mother Teresa. So, hi, Scott. If we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten that we belong to each other. And that can relate to, you know, friends too. I don't know where Molly is today. She did say tonight and tomorrow she's at camp. She did tell us, so she won't be back till maybe Sunday. But she said, number one, oi, let God speak, because he did. She said, number one, I feel slightly numb in energy recently. Oh, that's because you need a word of affirmation. I need peace in my life. Is this why you feel drained? And aw, Pen, you get your name on the board. I'm gonna write you up there. Thank you for that. Thank you for your little sticker. So if you guys donate, you get your name on the board. I couldn't see the full thing. Pen. I don't know, where did it go? So Pen, I can't see the rest of your name. But thank you for that. I appreciate that. If you guys would like your name on the board, go ahead and donate, or you can go ahead and sign up for the membership. It's only $47 right now, and you get a free one-on-one personalized mental health life coaching, where anything you are struggling with in life, whether it's business, relationships, we will get you back on track. So it happens to me sometimes. I just go numb for a while, then I go back to normal. Like kind of like your soul, kind of like your body. Yeah, that could be just kind of your body recharging. You know, sometimes we get like overwhelmed or hyperstimulated, and sometimes we just need to relax and recharge. Do you feel like you dissociate though? I'm not exactly sure what you mean by numb. That's what we got to figure out. But I need some people to sign up for the masterclass, and I need somebody to go ahead and sign up for that membership where you get so many different features. Guys, this is what I do for a living, so your support really makes a difference. But I am here to help you, and this is like a 24/7 thing. We were really working on how can we bring resources that are available, like when you need it. I told you there was that one time I woke up at 4:30 in the morning. I don't know why, but I did. And I checked my messages, and this was on YT, and they just kept like, I need you, I need you, I need you. And luckily I was able to talk to him. He was ready to either unalive himself or call an ambulance. And sometimes you just need somebody. And, you know, if you're ever in a severe situation like that, it is best to either call 988 or to go to the hospital. But sometimes we just need somebody to talk to, somebody to calm us down or redirect us. So I think just commenting helps a lot, right, Parker, on her videos. Yeah, if you guys, I know not everybody can afford, or you might not want to sign up for the app, but if you guys, you know, comment and like, I have a very quiet channel. I have over 3,000 videos. And, you know, if you think about the time that I have put into making these videos, I take topic requests. So if you guys can just hit the like button and comment. Live restricted for some audiences. Why? Because I talked about unaliving. Live visibility restricted for 10 minutes. I can't even talk. It's so crazy. Ryder, are you still there? You're over 18. So, Ivash, hello. I don't know if that's just for over 18. Ryder, let me know if you can see me over here. Dang it. It's only 10 minutes though. Skate, that's an autopilot self-defense mechanism. So who is Kendra? If you notice, Kendra is in green. So Kendra is a supporter of the channel. She signed up. She joined as a member, not just a subscriber. So she's also gotten the app. So she's been extremely supportive. And also she's on school too. So if you guys would like your name in green on YT Rider, on TT, can you comment? But yeah, Kendra's also a nurse practitioner, mental health. She's trying to go into that. So guys, just so you know, I don't know if you guys can comment for 10 minutes, but I'm here and I'll keep talking. Waiting on Ryder telling me, Kendra, if anyone has helped, it has been me by your kind words and support. You and Cynthia have been great to me. Kendra says, Debbie, I am a broken person that Cynthia and Ryder have helped, so I try to help others. Aw, and I love that. We're here for you. And I want you to know you're not broken. You might be struggling, but you're not broken. There are things that we can rebuild, but I don't ever want you guys to think of yourselves as damaged or broken. So, you think about like the seasons in life. So Kendra, I want you to think about this. When we have our trees out there, especially if you're from, like I'm from Michigan, and in the winter, the leaves fall, okay? So it looks kind of barren. Did the tree break because the leaves fell? The tree didn't break. It's just in a different cycle and it's getting ready to rejuvenate. So I want you to kind of look at yourself like that. Like some of the extra things have fallen off so that you can regrow. What do you think about that? I thought it was pretty good, but it's true. It's true. Ryder, you got to tell me, can you comment on TT? They just, I don't know. Wow, I see 327 hearts though. You guys are slacking. I need a couple more likes and comments. And I don't know. Let me see if there's, write a comment. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, so the comments should be working. I don't know. What is all this stuff? Enhance text. I don't know. We're on low battery though. I said a comment earlier on here about it. Battery saver, 15%. Come on, charge. It's turbo charging. Slow connection. I am hanging on as much as I can. 7%, 11%. I do have more chargers. They're just not long. I was in your recommendations. Awesome. Saved him, saving me. Amen. I said a comment earlier on here. So welcome. How are you saved? Ryder, God brings people together for a reason. You and Cynthia are the reason I'm returning to healthcare instead of claiming disability. You found your purpose. Sometimes we have this calling, and where there's a will, there's a way. So Debbie says, we're not broken. Sometimes we're just missing some of the puzzle pieces. There you go. And hello, Melissa. How are you? Good to have you. But yeah, I want you to really think about that like tree analogy, And guys, good to have you here. So what was I going to say though? Yeah, you got a purpose, and I'm proud of you for making that decision. And I love what you're saying. Yeah, we're just different, maybe we need to, if you think about the puzzle, there's so many other uses other than just being a puzzle, it could be made into earrings. You could take the puzzle pieces and make earrings. You could use it to build a fire. You could use it to smush back up and use for paper mache, so you have like the tool, you have the thing. And sometimes, as that analogy, you see, you make different things. So does that make sense? Debbie, I hope you're right. I feel very broken, but very driven to try to help anyways. And Kendra, I do want to do the one-on-one with you. I definitely do. Was your mom still wanting to do that? But I would love to talk to you and develop a personalized plan. So I love that Kendra saying Ryder is an inspiration. Oh, not possible, but definite. Just double checking. Debbie says, Kendra, eventually the pieces will fit together. Trust me, I've been there. And we can speed it up. That's basically why I'm encouraging you guys to think about signing up for the membership. You get the free one-on-one, $47 a month. But there's exercises and tips and techniques and tools and the science, the neuroscience behind it, why it works. Some of us, if you're like me, like, why am I doing this? And you're like, oh, okay. I need to know the why. Like, I'm not going to go do that. But even just making your bed makes a difference. I know for me too, if I shower in the morning, I have a better day. Some people, if they shower at night, have a better night's sleep. So Ryder says his harassing has gotten out of hand. If he joins the masterclass again, something should be done. Yeah, I agree. It will be. And Kendra says, thank you, Debbie. I pray for exactly that. So I agree, Debbie. Kendra, I've been in therapy for like forever. Kendra says, I don't want to on your personal time, but do you do weekend? Yes, I do. Yeah. And that's the thing. That's why I'm encouraging you guys. Like I said, like this is what I want to do. I want to help people, and I can pretty much adjust my schedule to accommodate anything. So I have left it open to weekends. If you guys are in a different country, I can wake up in the middle of the night or early in the morning. So yeah, I can definitely work around your schedule. Weekends are open. I would love to meet with you. I'm like a workaholic too, so I enjoy it. You're not infringing on anything. Love and God's blessings. Yes. Skate, wait, peace out. Ryder says, I may have to go. I'm sorry, but I will hopefully see you tomorrow. God bless, and I will see you later. Yes. 11:38. You going to the bar. What are you doing? Why are you peacing out? All right. Thanks for joining. No, you've been on for like almost 3 hours. I get it. So, but yeah, see you later. I'll miss you already. Aw. You too. I love it. So yeah, have a good night. Thank you for joining in. And I don't know, it's 11:39. Do you think, where's the breakfast crew? We need the breakfast crew. Frayed Ends is here. And look at that love. So we got 8 people here. It sounds like you have a heck of a testimony. Oh, she does. She's definitely a survivor. She's been through a lot. Ryder says, no, just have a lot of work. All right. When are finals? You got finals coming up? Like 3-4 more weeks? 2 more weeks? But go ahead and get your work done. I get it. So I got timed out. I got in trouble. Skate says, I explained it more, but I'm going to not type it again. I don't feel like it. No. That's okay. Let me scroll up. Peace out. Let's see. Melissa, how do you deal with negative emotions and feelings? So, are you still here? I hope you're still here. Sorry, I missed that. How do you deal with negative emotions and feelings? Part of this is, it depends on where they're coming from. Miss Melissa, I really think you would benefit from this app. and doing a one-on-one. But with the negative emotions and feelings, a lot of it is one, realizing where they're coming from. What is triggering us? Are we wanting to seek revenge? Or is this like a hit to our self-esteem? Are we feeling lonely? So the negative emotions is kind of like the victim mentality. And that's not a bad thing. You know, we have been victimized. So it's not a bad thing, but it's going to keep you stuck. So if you keep the negative emotions, negative feelings, we have to build those pathways to have the positive thoughts. And a lot of times, you know, tapping into your faith, and you got to keep bringing yourself back. A lot of times, you know, they say reading the Bible, if you do it just 1 to 3 times, it's not going to make as much of a difference. But people who read their Bible 4 days a week made a difference. So I have these words of affirmation that I've been doing. I'd like to know your comments. I've been thinking this as I was making these. Like, I kind of want to make some that are Bible verses too. So if you guys would want words of affirmation, you can choose that. If you guys would prefer to have a Bible verse, because God will play a part. And I say that to you because we talked about God before. But to have an in-depth thing, I would really encourage you to. It's only $47 a month, and we can work one-on-one. We can do the group sessions and really take a hold of this, because I know you've been on the channel for about 3-4 years now, and I don't want you having these negative emotions or feelings. And they're you know, sometimes we have to look at the little things, the small things, and practice gratitude. So right now, I want to ask you, Melissa, one thing you're thankful for. One thing you're thankful for. Whether you have fresh, clean towels in your your cupboard, or your neighbor took the garbage out for you, or you get to sleep in tomorrow. Is there one thing, one positive thing in your life? If you can type that in right now, and everybody else too, you know, type one thing you're grateful for. And when we start focusing on what we have instead of what we don't have, but I'd love to work with you one-on-one. Only $47 a month, and you can cancel at any time. But I would like to spend some extra time with you. Ryder says, yeah, it's not showing up in TikTok, even though it says it is. Oh, might be the problem. No, it's not your problem. So I see you guys popping in. Hello. I got in trouble. So the comments will come on in just a few minutes. So can you see me on it? You just can't comment. Soft reset of the day. Do you see my face? You see me talking? So Kendra says, you are an absolute inspiration. He is. Yeah, I think so too. Ryder, it's just all over. Yeah, I'm just waiting until it gets to be too much. Debbie says, Kendra, eventually the pieces will fit back together. Did I move around? Yes, I did. Love and God's blessing. Yes, and peace out, Skate. Skate in and see what you were talking about. See you later, Debbie. Kendra, just ask Cynthia. She knows my story, and I have helped a lot of people in my life. Yeah, she's had a tough life. Like, and I don't mean tough. I mean tough. Pretty traumatic, and she still has such a kind heart, and she definitely helps people. Goes above and beyond, and. So yeah, she's definitely a soul survivor for sure. All right, Ryder, peace out. Have a good night. Kendra says, am I a weasel for trying to get the state or universities to financially support my mental health degree, since we've never had a mental health provider in my county? Not trying to mooch, but I'm broke. That's the thing. You're trying to provide a service, and there are grants and things like that out there. There is a mental health provider shortage. And if somebody's offering it, that's fine. That is fine. There are programs that are giving away money. You have to remember too that a lot of these companies get tax write-offs for it. So it's not if they're paying $50,000, that might be saving them. It might bring them into a different tax bracket, and it's just like free money. Also, if they are like nonprofits, they have to get rid of certain money. They can't carry it over. So it's not like stealing from them. If they are willing to do that to help you, to help others, don't ever feel guilty about that. Melissa says, I have a soulmate and 2 girls. And how's it going with your soulmate? So very blessed on that. You are very blessed on that. So, but I know sometimes even when we had those blessings, we still had the negative feelings. When you have your negative feelings, I don't know if you're comfortable sharing, are those negative feelings about yourself, about where you are in life, about the family situation or finances? If you're not comfortable, I understand. You can say it vaguely, but that's why I would like to do, if you sign up for that app, you get the free one-on-one, so we can not have to worry about what gets too personal. So it's all confidential. Kendra says, and that second master's is pricey. How much are they doing? Mine was like $55,000. Oh, Melissa, I love that you said, I'm glad God and Jesus are real. Amen to that. Yes. Amen. You're going to be all right. Right? Just saying that. You're going to be all right. She's going to school for EKGs. My daughter got hers from the state. And that's a good job. Is she liking it? So there are grants, and you got to think too, maybe you didn't get the Pell Grant and now they have this, but there is a need. So there's a reason they're giving that money out. But I love that, Melissa. She's going to school for EKGs. And was that a 2-year program? How long is that? Skate says, pretty sure you can click on someone's name and check their past comments so you don't have to scroll up. Can you? Channel activity? Oh, no. Oh, how are me and Dixie? Dixie's good. I explained it more, but I'm gonna not type it again. Oh, peace out. I think I signed up. All right, but I love that. Thank you, Skate. That makes it easier. You're right. How did you know that? And hello, Premium. Debbie said, how did you know that? I'm impressed. So I see you guys trying to make sure. How are you, Sarah? I love my Sarah. I love me some Sarah. Premium. Got tons of yard work done today and yesterday, still burning, and got rid of a trampoline. That's probably good. The most accidents are from backyard trampolines. There's also a huge cancer provider shortage. We're going into, Elon Musk was just saying not to have anybody study surgery anymore, that it's all going to be robotic. What do you think about that? He was saying don't even bother. But we do need surgeons. So Melissa, how goes your evening? It's going good. It's going good. We had a master class. So the master class we have is free. There's a sign up link in the bio. You get freebies. I'd encourage you to join that too. But how are your girls doing, Melissa? Skate says, I am a mod on a different channel. Cheater. That's okay. I still love you. Kendra says, Cynthia, I was going back to the university I got my last master's from, and they haven't even decided the curriculum to bridge from family medicine to mental health, so they don't know. Okay. Is it accredited? Just make sure it's accredited. CPAP accredited. CPAC. Crapac. I can't remember now. You know what I'm talking about. Crapac? You know what I mean. Skate, I would vote for you as a mod. Oh, she'd be great. My descending colon removal was fully robotic, overseen by a surgeon. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Yeah. How you doing now? Yeah, sorry, I should have told you that. Hack a little sooner. Yeah, it's good to know though. So thank you for that. 3-year program. She goes to Half Price Bookstore. Oh, for her books. Cheaper. Smart woman, smart woman. It was Grand Canyon University. Fully certified. We were fully certified. I'm trying to think. I don't think Grand Canyon worked for Michigan. What state are you in again? Down. Kentucky? Am I remembering right? So yeah, each state is different too in the licensing. Your gut is better for sure post-surgery. Oh, I bet. Yeah, sometimes I had a broken, I'm losing my voice. You know how Miley Cyrus and whoever else has that scratchy throat? That's me talking all the time. But did you find the comment explaining it more? No, I didn't see it. Spare my fingers. It wasn't there. I looked back. It was giving me stuff from yesterday too. It didn't go through. Let me see if I do. Oh, we're still on all messages. I don't know. I didn't see. I could tell you exactly what you wrote, but no, I didn't see it. It's not there, even when I did it. Your poor fingers. I'll double check. Channel activity. Maybe if I hit. Now, that was weird. I cut out for a little bit. No, I didn't see it. Grand Canyon is in Arizona. That's my home license state. That's kind of like University of Phoenix does that, but have full compact state practice authority. I'm in New Mexico now. There you go. Skate says, all right, the best way I can explain it is like being on an autopilot, doling out on life for a few months or sometimes in days. Okay. I get it. I'm kind of going through that. Some of it's like seasonal. It could be other things too, but there's waves in people's lives too. So unless it's really, is it like affecting your life, or is it just kind of like Have you been getting enough sleep? I see that you retyped it. I'm so sorry. I get it. It's like I already said it. Why do I get it? I feel like that sometimes too, especially if you're in that down state. So yeah, there could be a host of things. It could be, stress with the end of school coming up. It could be post holidays. It could be the change in the weather. It could be gut health. It could be your sleep schedule. And that's why I like doing the one-on-ones with you guys, so we can really get deep down into it. And sometimes change a diet. I have talked with therapists about it. It's happened for years. It comes and goes. Yeah, they told me I had seasonal depression, but I don't believe that. What does it happen in the summer for you? Does it happen in the summer? And like seasonal depression doesn't have to be like a deep, it's just kind of like a dulling. As far as it being, it's kind of like, if you have one pimple, they can say you have acne. And it's like, is it the acne that we're thinking of as a problem? So it could be something like that too. 30 people in the chat. Why do I only see 10? 30, is there 30? The longest I've been in the feeling was 9 months. Oh, that's a long time. Have you had like your vitamin B levels or vitamin D? The longest you could be anemic. You could be, man, I wish I could do it with like the functional medicine. We do like a full panel, figuring out It just happens randomly. I don't know how to explain it. I think it might be vitamin D. I don't know what my levels look like. Do you drink milk? Get it checked. Yeah, vitamin D. My daughter struggled with that too. Might just be vitamin D for entertainment purposes only. Check with your doctor. You love milk? Just vitamin D enriched. But vitamin D can do that too. Did they do any blood work last time you saw your doctor? I'd just check my chart. It'd be interesting to see what your pattern is. Husafel, hello. 9. I see 6. If you're not getting vitamin K with the D, it won't absorb correctly. You also need calcium. Calcium with the vitamin D. So yeah, it's got to be a balance, not just vitamin D. I don't know. Have you had any blood work done? And that's the thing, like, this is why I started with the functional medicine, is we order different labs because sometimes they just do like the basic and we get into a lot deeper. So yes, see, I know what I'm talking about. You do too, though. Definitely needed to absorb. Nah, I haven't had anything done. I told them, and they told me I had seasonal depression. That was it. Yeah, and that's why I got into the functional medicine, because especially with women, and they do it to guys too. Sarah, are you alert? Are you able to comment on this? She's kind of in a funk, sometimes lasts up to 9 months, and her practitioner is saying it might be a seasonal depression, and she's not kind of feeling that. 8 in the chat and 29 likes. Up. I see 28. Somebody give me a like. Nah, I haven't had anything done. Yeah, I don't know. I think it goes deeper than that. I think it goes deeper than that. So guys, all of a sudden it is 2 minutes before midnight. Kendra says, okay, it's not absorption with vitamin K, but inability to utilize the vitamin D without the vitamin K. So yes, thank you for that. And Ninja, I think that'll keep you more somber. I don't know. I haven't tried it. I haven't had this in like 1 to 2 years. Sometimes it can be hormonal. It can be stress related. It could be mold toxins. It could be a lot of different things. But just so you know, I'm kind of going through that too. So, but it's not like severe, but, oh my goodness, Ninja. I don't know. I hear good things about it, but I don't know. Ryder says, I decided I'll come back for a little bit before you get up. Didn't have as much work as I thought. Oh, well, glad to have you here. Oh, Kendra, we got the 420 Club. Bonjour, comment allez-vous? Skate says, yeah, I don't know what it is, but it just makes life unenjoyable. Like, these lives don't feel the same. Aw, these lives don't feel the same? Aww. Is it because I'm not cooking? And life doesn't feel the same? It calms the body. But that's the thing. She's like calm, like too calm. I think she's lacking the adrenaline type stuff. Hey, Kendra and Skeet, it's been a while because we don't want to get her more. So, hello, Ninja. So you're saying the lives don't feel the same? But ¿cómo allez-vous? And it seems like TT is back up, which is good. And I am on my batteries. I'm trying to juggle the battery life. This one's on, I think he's 15%. 2 apps are active. What's the other app? Calm with happiness. There you go. And Ninja, ever been to Spain? Nope, never have. You'd rather manage someone on THC. Then, well, that's true. That is true. If you had to do something, I'm a believer in for entertainment purposes only. If you can do it naturally, that's the best way. There might be severe cases where you got to take care of business right away, not any time to waste. But a lot of times you're not rebuilding those neural pathways with the medication. So, sometimes if it's mild, to just tackle it. And so I'm going to laugh, but I'm also going to kick you out. Any pets? So you're from Deer? You're from Deer. What does that mean? Any pets? He's from the USA. Skate says the lives and life, but yeah, these lives aren't the same. Your energy is the same, but my energy to talk to anyone or read is down. Last few lives, I kind of just been sitting here not really feeling it. Aw, I'm sorry. Anything I can do to make it more exciting? And that's the thing, like with the lives too. There's ones that are on point and ones that aren't. So I get it. Some are like super energetic, others aren't, and depends. I do different activities. Skate, you saw my pufferfish though, didn't you? You have an animal farm. Kendra says people forget the behavioral part of mental health care. It's not a solution in a pill. That's true. That's true. All too often that people might just show up just so they can get the medication. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. Okay, Skate, as long as you still love the lives. Ryder says, that's cool, Ninja. What animals do you have on it? I've always wanted a farm. Yeah, I just got to wait this feeling out. But that's the thing. I don't want you struggling with it too much. It could just be, something you need to adjust. You think about medications, how just a little tiny whatever can save your life sometimes. So we do have this balance, but I know there's ups and downs of life. You're just in the winter. You're in your winter season. Seasonal depression. You have chickens, roosters, goats, and ducks. It says that TT is still live and still unavailable. Log out, log back in. Log out, log back into TT. That's cool, Ninja. So you must have plenty of meat and food available as well. I'll tell you what, if I lived on a farm, I'd be, it'd be hard, but I've had cow from a farm. We bought, a whole cow or half cow, but the meat is a lot better. And we had, it must have been a whole cow because we had it for 2 years that we were able to eat that meat. And I feel like we never really, eggs for days. Do you ever eat the meat though? Some people do, some people don't. Kendra says, Seek, I've learned that feelings lie. It's protective, but feelings aren't facts. I have to remember that daily. Feelings aren't facts. I'm starting to hear that a lot, and it is true. You can feel somebody loves you. It doesn't mean they do. You can feel somebody hates you. They can love you more than you know. Feelings get in the way. More like feathers. What are more like feathers? So, Skate, I'll be thinking about you. Eggs for days. I love it. Yes, Ryder does too. Laughing with Debbie. Skate says, yeah, I don't have seasonal depression. People just assume things. I was once told I had ODD. I forgot what it meant fully. oppositional defiant disorder, like angry and outbursts. Sometimes too, if they tell you what to do, you're like, fuck that, I'm not doing it. Where you, like, if I'm like, look, clean the kitchen, and then you're like, I'm not doing it. But if I don't tell you to do it, you'll do it. Are you like that? Is that you? I mean, just, nope. You asked me, you told me, not gonna do it now. Writer says, yeah, some people have even said that the Bible says not to eat meat. No, so Writer, you're right. The Bible says that we are allowed to eat meat. So you eat them all. And that's why they were here. So you're right, Writer. The Bible does say that. And whether people choose to eat it or not is a whole different subject. But, you know, logged out and back in. It's still unavailable. It should have been over 10 minutes. Skate says, yeah, I got diagnosed with that because I am scared of needles and I hate that. So I told her to I told her to get close to me and I'll with it because I had the shots before. She wasn't listening to me. Okay. So that's more, and my guess is you probably won't really do that. You might push her away or whatever. It would be more accurate if you would do that. Yeah. And that's the thing too, what was so crazy with certain words. I'm assuming you didn't mean it. You might have. If so, I'm not going to judge you. But people will take it as a truth. And you're like, no, I didn't really mean it. But she might have been afraid of it. And she took it as a truth. So, Ivaj and Enrique. So, why don't I have a husband? I chose not to have one. And I'm not a dude. I'm tall enough to be one, but are you tall enough to be one? How was that for a comeback? Kendra says, Ryder, Leviticus literally says to eat meat, not sacrificed. Even Old Testament says eat meat. Exactly. Oh, we got some candy, but I'm taller. Skate says, tried giving me 2 that I already had, so I took her no, and that's why I got a diagnosis. That's not fair. There are a lot. I went in and I was told that I need to see a psychiatrist or something because nobody should have a medical record as thick as mine. I'm a burn victim. I've had broken bones. I've had stitches. They didn't even open my record. And turns out I had a really bad case of mono, almost choked on my uvula, the punching bag in the back of your throat. But you got a thick chart. You're psycho. You know, so I get it where they don't even listen. And I'm like, I almost choked to death. I was choking on my uvula. I had to go to the emergency room. And then that same doctor pissed me off. The same doctor who told me nothing wrong with me without doing, like, he wouldn't look in my throat. He didn't do anything. You're fine. You just need to go talk to someone. He was my daughter's doctor, almost killed my daughter. So I had to push him out of the way. I literally pushed him out of the way. And the Levites were to eat the sacrificed meat. Oh, they did eat the sacrificed meat. I know they sacrificed them. I'm glad they at least ate the meat. I didn't realize they ate the meat. Ryder says, yeah, exactly, Kendra. That's what makes it funny when people say that. There's someone who harasses these lives who says that a lot. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Debbie says. And comments there are, these are the single moms you run into at a bar. They should be home with their kids. Skate says, I've had medicine. I avoid them at all costs. So her trying to give me another 2 that I already had would be double dosage. I would have sued. Yeah, they need to listen to play. How did they have it? Where was it 2 different nurses? Because yeah, that could have been some malpractice, and I don't blame you. And Kendra says, I love Bible study. I feel like it's a good challenge for me to take those folks on. I love it. Yep. Amen. There we go. That's fine. And if you look at their name, I mean, they're just going to say anything, whether they really believe that about me or not. Comments deleted, that's all they want. They just want you to delete them. They think it's funny, like how much can I push their buttons. So I reported them. But he's talking about himself. Exactly. Ryder says, are you a kid or not? If so, go work on your homework. It's due next Monday. That's the best. Kendra, dude, says, that's awesome. Dude, what's it like for your whole life to be making fake personas and to never be yourself? I pray for you to find a way to love yourself enough to be yourself. Amen. Amen. And I'm not sure that was Diddy, though. You know how many people I block? I have gotten 3, and she tried to give me 2 more. Oh my goodness. Yeah, sometimes they can't mix them and use, but sometimes they can. Probably another account. I'm not sure, but could be. And I got to be careful what I say, so I'll let you read what Kendra said. I got to start watching it. Maybe. And that could be. I freaked out and told her if she tried it, I was going to do it back. And that's why they were like, you got ODD. But that's the thing, too, though. They're supposed to find a pattern. It's not supposed to be a one-time thing. So if you said that one time, oh, anatomy, be appropriate. And Jesus loves you, too. Sour apple sister, sour. So anatomy, I'm going to put you in timeout to think about that. All right, it is 12:13. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys get some sleep. Hit that like button for me. One more time, the masterclass sign up is in the bio. Also, if you guys are ready to be serious about healing, we can help you heal quicker. So Kendra, yeah, I can be available for you. Leave it to me to literally blurt what most people would have the decorum to not say. I love it. Skate says, yeah, I was mad, but I have freaked out many times at the doctors because I get scared. I hate the doctors. Yeah, so we gotta work on that. As you get older, there's gonna be times you need to trust the doctors. So it's okay to hate that, but we gotta not threaten people, because the nurses, they're there to help you, so it's something you're gonna have to learn. Airheads. That's a perfect candy. I love it, Debbie. I don't have flight, I have fight. Well, let's work on the fawn. And you can still have those feelings, but we gotta not threaten people. You gotta be careful too, as you get older. Some people react too, and it can be deadly. So, it could trigger somebody else. So you're lucky those people weren't triggered, but it's important. See you guys. God bless and sleep well. This time I'm actually leaving. Okay. Well, I'm too, so you won't be able. Skate, it hurts my heart that you and anyone else feel that way about healthcare. But sleep well, Ryder. And I get it. You know, there are times it's not always pleasant, you know, but I get it. I feel bad for that too. But you'll let me sleep. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Skate. Debbie says airheads, the white ones are special. I love it. Kendra says, God bless and much love. So, yes, Kendra's saying, much love, Ryder. Skate says, I was like 11. I have a lot more control. And that's the other thing, too, you know. You were young, and I don't blame you for being scared. I don't freak out at the doctor anymore. I just get nervous. Yeah. So just the fact that you were able to be outspoken, like I wouldn't have been outspoken like that. So they just picked up on that. I just kind of take it or cry. I don't want to do this. But you were really scared, you know. And look at that love. All right. Peace out, everybody. Ryder, yes. Cynthia and Debbie and Kendra, you fight. I know. We're all different. We are all different. We just got to navigate this world. All right. Lots of love. Thanks, guys. Hit that like button. Sign up for the masterclass. Ryder and Kendra, keep me posted if you guys get the freebies. Oh, I didn't write down what we're supposed to do. I'll figure it out. The emails. I don't know. Was he lying? Kendra, did you sign up for the masterclass? Bye, guys. So, Kendra, I got to make sure. Well, I'm glad you don't sleep in a closet. Good night. There you go. That would not be good. You used to, yeah, Debbie had it hard. Debbie had it hard. I'm like back with you. Yeah. Powerful woman. All right. You did it because it was safe. Yeah. I'm sorry, Debbie. But you are a survivor. Kendra says I did, but I haven't tried to access any of the benefits. Okay. So when you're ready, I'm not trying to push you. I'm just saying it's available to you. You get the free one-on-one. And then let me know if you want your mom to sign up too. I used to, but when you do your mom, we have a new payment plan. So we'll have to talk about that. It should be working. It should be on the website, but I want to make sure. All right. I got my own now. There you go. You know, you used to share a bed with your sister. I remember. Yeah, it's nice having your own bed. All right, guys, I'm getting tired. See you soon. Good night.